comes out of nowhere. Like, he's just on a warding expedition, then he just ends up wrapping behind these people constantly.
Perfect time.
Perfect timing, and has the senton creep to boot. And look at these deep wards that he's placed during that time that he was running around doing so. He now has full vision of OG. Yeah, he sees Ana farming these Ancients right now.
Oh, Ana. FY just giving so much information for the team. He's got eyes on him. Get the punch on the wrong target, but the snowball pass will catch Ana. Ana, he's in trouble. The blood bright silence connects. He's got the matchup back up in a second, but can he really play his way out of this one? He cannot. Ana down for a minute and a half.
Just having all this vision. X-Nova throughout this whole tournament has had the best vision in every situation, even when you wouldn't expect it. They're just like, oh, they're fighting on the left side. They're not going to have vision over here. But no, X-Nova always seems to have those prepared in every situation.
And he has some incredible foresight to be able to have these wards that just lead to really clutch pickoffs. And Axe has not spent his money on BKB. He has the money, but he might be looking to save for buyback.
We'll see if any of the buybacks do get forced out. Thompson's still dead for 15. Ideally, he doesn't buy back here. They may have to buy back on Ana. He's gone for 50 seconds. The split coming out from Chalice. He's ready to push in, look for the stun on No-Tail to hold back the Chen. As the mid-racks are exposed, PSG LGD, 40 minutes in, able to open into the base and clean out this mid lane of racks. Still Ana holding on to that buyback.
And they're going to keep going here. They really want to force this PL to come back here.
Stun onto Thompson. He will blink dodge it. But another tier 3 tower falling incredibly fast. They really don't want to use it. Seb jumps in, gets the call onto FY. There's the buyback. The Cataclysm isn't enough to do anything. It isn't. PSG LGD still fighting strong. Thompson getting focused by Somnus. Seb taken down by Arme. The triple buybacks now out as Ana in trouble. He's pulled back for this one. The deafening blast onto the three of them knocks them back. But Ana gets focused. Seb! He's in with the call. He has the control onto the morphing Somnus. Now being chased by Thompson. Blinks in with the cold snap. The PL army's on top of it. They get Somnus too. As OG, they have to expend 3 buybacks, but they hold on to the top rack. Somnus now down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's 400 gold short of it. It's up in about 8 seconds. OG, they have to make so much happen here. They have to push out all their lanes. 2 of the side lanes are already going, but I think trying to get some kills here, like on FY here, would be very ideal.
I mean, look how close the Brew is at 25.
So close.
With that primal split cooldown.
Oh, Thompson, he sees it FY. He's used the snowball, he turns with the combo FY with the self-fuels, but OG, they've surrounded him. Seb jumps in with the call, the blade mail, FY's gone.
Instant buyback from FY.
Still that scary, scary time for LGD. 75 seconds without Somnus. OG have the full 5-man pushing in all 3 lanes at the same time as they approach LGD's base.
I don't even know if I give a head for that. This team fight. The LGD are goal, but no blood take up to 60 seconds. This could be disastrous.
He's got a full BKB on Seb as well.
Chalice really wants to hit level 25 before he pops that primal split. So close.
Just got to be careful, Seb. Looking for that blink initiation.
Chalice is stepping back. Grabs, they give him the tome. He needed like 5 experience, and they gave him the tome just to make sure that he gets it anyway. Just playing as safe as possible here.
Looks like OG don't feel that the window is big enough for them to push in whilst this Bloodseeker's still dead. They'll back away.
They can't count. They bought back 3 heroes. They weren't able to get any T30s, and there's no Roshan up yet. Big Daddy No-Tail's praying for a Roche right now so they can get that refresher, but it's not going to be up. And maybe we'll dodge a bullet.
At least they got a good amount of economy off that, right? It was up to 15k gold advantage, and they chunked it down to 7. Same thing with experience. So they did get quite a lot out of that one, but they ideally wanted to get at least one of those sets of racks to get some momentum pushing in with those 3 buybacks used.
Absolutely, it is this really scary moment of the game now for OG. We're about 5-6 minutes still without those buybacks available. If PSG LGD can find that one team fight, it could be the team fight to win TI in this window of time that they now have presented to themselves.
Ana's gone full in for that butterfly too. As they pick up also an Aeon discount Jeremy, so protected in O. DD did spawn, however, was killed.
It's also pretty scary for Maybe right now. He only has a 5-second BKB, and he does a lot of damage and will get wrecked by the X Blade Mail call if he finds it, especially with his BKB now. There's not that many ways to stop him.
So it's all about FY and Chalice, right? Just either saving or just getting into the midst of the fights and not allowing OG to get the picks.
And the smoke, it's going to be dispelled.
Let's get dispelled. But
He's in the trees. They're on the high ground. They've got the vision with the Shivas covered. Anna's on his way over. They've got the snowball down. There's the counterplay. Seb jumps in. He's able to find the call onto Challenge, but Challenge already got the BKB out. The Sunstride's going to be down onto FY, but FY will survive. Seb posts the BKB. He'll try and stand his ground, but Seb, he's going to go down. No buyback on the axe. As Jerax as well, surrounded by PSG LGD. The Eon Disc will proc, but they'll fight through it.
He has to buy back immediately.
Look at these creep track by these Force Spirits. On the bottom rune, they have no creeps in the mid lane.
See Anna. Still holding on to that buyback on Jerax. But as Ben said, the creeps aren't here.
It's backdoor. And they breached through it. It's not looking like it right now. Maybe everyone hitting the same one.
That creep cutting isn't enough to hold OG in the game.
You see No-Tails already running to just, he doesn't care. He's going to throw his life for this. He needs to just keep these creeps out of the base to keep that back door up. He doesn't care if he dies.
Which he certainly will as they get upon him. They find his life. 1 minute now without No-Tail and without Seb. Topson, Anna, and Jerax. The only 3 heroes that can offer their defense during this final minute, this final stand.
Jerax is really trying to hold on to his buyback.
As Chalice split of course up once again. They're finishing off this second set of racks. He's got the Cyclone holding Anna up in the skies. As this Rax on the top lane will fall, the melee Rax gone. PSG LGD playing this carefully. As they'll go down towards the bottom as well. Arme, doppelgangers. He's losing a fair bit of mana into the PL. Still able to shift back into their Morphling if needs be. As OG, they will lose that top Rax, but they won't lose the game. PSG LGD are playing it safe. They know how close they are to victory, and they will not throw it away.
And they know that the Roche is probably respawning pretty soon, and it actually is up, so that is that refresher shard. They already have pretty much infinite primal splits up anyway, but they feel very confident here.
They weren't able to deward that ward in the mid lane, so it looks like they are going for a Roche fake out.
Check. Anna is on top of X-Nova. The Ghost Step's going to get the set. He's in. The call, the MP, the counter, and FY is in. He's able to get the save off in time to keep this man alive. But he's got it off. Chalice is down. Buyback from X-Nova and Chalice. FY with the Invis. Somnus looking to get involved. Post the BKB to get over the ice wall. They get on top of Seb. Seb's in trouble. Seb's gone. The axe down once again for 90 seconds. As now FY giving them the vision, but they see him. Got the doppelganger to jump away from the snowball over to Topson, the self-fuels. FY trying to buy time for the rest of LGD to come in. Again, up into the air. Arme straight on top of No-Tail. FY will fall. Arme looking towards No-Tail. No-Tail puts the hand of God, but No-Tail beat it down by Arme and Somnus. Chalice gets the primal split off as Anna. He's been left behind in Topson. He's got to do something incredible in terms of the combo. Can he find the angle? Jerax coming in, keeping Anna alive. Anna with the doppelganger. The deafening blast comes out onto the 2 of them. Anna trying to go in, looking for the kill. Can he find it in time onto X-Nova? He's on top of him, trying to beat him down. Anna again with the doppelganger, now retreating back towards the base. As X-Nova will survive. Jerax back in, the combo. Meatball down onto Chalice, but Chalice is so tanky. Bombs the Shiva's gone. He's on top of Jerax. Jerax is gone. Anna as well. Can he really fight back against the Somnus, and X-Nova are so low? As the buyback for Jerax comes in, he's healing Anna back up. That buyback could set them up for the kill on X-Nova. The cold snap down onto the instruction. They find him. He's out of mana. He's starting to shift into the strength, but he's surrounded. OG, can they find the ball? They can! OG are still in the game. Arme buys back immediately. But now it's PSG LGD's turn to be without 2 of their supports. Seb's going to be back up in 8 seconds.
Oh my god, that buyback from Jerax onto that shrine, being able to save Anna, but Anna also toying with them with that doppel. He sent the illusion. They thought that was the real one. They actually couldn't finish him off, even though they got the thirst vision of him for a second.
With the level 25 talent on the doppelganger, it's really hard to kill.
Seb,
yeah,
he's looking straight for the play. Can he find Somnus? He's hunting Somnus. He's there, Seb. He'll see him. Oh, doesn't get the call though, and now Seb. He'll be ruptured. They're looking at him, but Anna, he's straight in on top of Somnus. Somnus puts the BKB. Anna again with the doppelganger. There's a Cataclysm coming out. And Somnus still alive. Anna will be able to force him away. They've got the hex. They've got the control. They're on top of him. Can they kill him in time? They can. Chalice got for 2 minutes. And Seb, he's finding, looking for Arme. Big Daddy No-Tail gets the penitence out. Only onto the illusion though. Arme able to waveform up to the high ground. As Arme Should be fine here.
Thompson's got the ghost right. He's got Hex
maybe.
up soon too.
Oh, the doppelganger army's over the trees. Can he hide his way out of this?
He's back. Real one.
Goes for the waveform. Seb tries for the call, but he's already out of there. Nice, nice play from Arme.
And he buys so much time too for his team there. The Brewmaster was dead for 120 seconds, now only 90.
Still a big window for OG. They're only without Jerax for the same amount of time. And that lead that PSG LGD had, it is going down a little bit. Only 4K, 5K at the moment with these last few fights. Obviously the 25 is now coming out on OG. Thompson's into the pit.
What a timely DD coming out for him too. I don't think they expected to be taken out as fast. He's almost able to solo it with the help of these summons. And that's a refresher shot. There's no way to get this. There's no way LGD can.
Oh, and the Seb level 25 too. That extra Berserker's Call AoE. It catches people out. They don't expect it.
It does not feel like OG T-Rex now. At all.
The Berserker's Call now is, I mean, the AoE is
massive.
really massive now when you have that talent.
It's so hard to play against. Can PSG LGD do it? They've got the Basher now for Somnus. But just a 2K lead with those last big comeback plays from OG. Still 30 seconds without Chalice.
Double Hex coming out now. Thompson and these 5-second BKBs. Yeah, I mean, they were crushing with their
FY.
Being spotted out.
Got the vision. They're on top of it. Thompson, he's in trouble. The Nullify comes out, but he got the Ghost Walk off as well as the Hex in time. Now, Somnus turns out, the blood runs down. Thompson! He's dead for 100. Has got the buyback available. PSG LGD will certainly look to force it out of them.
FY just what a shadow
match.
blade. As soon as they split up, he finds the perfect opportunity there on Thompson.
You got to be careful going out on the map when FY's alive. There's every chance in the world that he's going to be watching you from the trees.
And at this point, I think for Ame, it's actually going to be very worth it for him to actually just try and burn all the mana from the Phantom Lancer, so we can't doppelganger all the time. That's causing a huge issue in the team fights. And I see that Chalice is using his Dispel Magic every single cooldown on these Phantom Lancer illusions, but there's still way too many that are causing havoc in these team fights.
It's too constant. Like that doppel cooldown being 3 seconds just allows him to always be able to play around a little bit around the brew. They don't really have this crazy AoE when you look at LGD's lineup to just clear out those illusions. It's really a lot based off them just trickling them down slowly with like the Shivas and the Radiants and knowing exactly which one it is.
Yep, he doesn't have the crit talent, but now he does have crit from that Bloodthorn coming out.
It's a lot of damage that Anna can offer to the fights now.
And Brewmaster without BKB, very vulnerable. Cold Snap, Bloodthorn, Berserker's Call, there's a lot of ways that they can prevent him from getting that ult.
He just commits it from the back, just to be careful.
Make sure that he can get it off and get some damage in onto the tier 3s. Anna's going to start to try and fight against these Primal Split Brewlings. He'll be able to find one of them. He has been silenced. He'll take down the Wind Panda 2 as well by the looks of it. There's only the Earth Panda prevails. Seb jumps and he gets the call onto the Panda, popping the BKB as well, so they won't kill the Brewlings off. They do force PSG LGD away long enough that Thompson does not have to expend his buyback. Thompson back in the game.
And then they're utilizing the PL very well too, by replicating him, sending illusions to get some extra damage on the tower. It's just one Rex left that's holding LGD away from Mega Creeps.
And they're straight out. They're ready with the aggressive play, OG. Thompson, can he find a catch? He's close to having vision onto X-Nova.
Should be able to find X-Nova. He is stalking him. He got sights of him for a second. He's a bit far away though.
Oh, the tornado. It's got him. Thompson drops the combo down upon him. The stun comes out though. Oh, the counterplay. Jerax is there though with the heal, the tether. Keeping Thompson alive with the Abyssal Blaze down. Candace here with the hand of God comes through. Thompson still alive, but Chalice gets the primal split out. He's been stunned. Thompson, the cheese, he's fine. Thompson, he goes down. They get the kill onto the Evoker. No tail. Being chased by Arme. The bash is coming through, but the blade mail was already out from Seb. He tries to get the call off. The bash, the cataclysm isn't enough to find the kills. Anna leading forward. The Bloodthorn onto FY. Gets the kill onto FY. FY buys back straight away. Anna looking towards Somnus again. The doppelganger. Arme on top of Thompson. Thompson being saved by Jerax. Jerax with the tether. Arme turns into General General. There's the call. Seb, he catches Arme. Arme dead for 2 minutes. The Hex. They've got Somnus as well. Oh, gee. Double kill for Seb. The clutch buybacks coming into play. Nobody has a buyback available right now. As OG stand with 5 alive on the map, 100 seconds without the Morphling.
This double talent is just destroying LGD. They have no way to actually find Ana. Like Ben said, the Brewmaster's constantly using the dispel, but it's so hard to find the real PL amongst all these illusions in all this chaos of the fights with tornadoes and chaos meters and everything falling all over the place.
And look at this. The tier 3 tower falling. Ana frontlining it all. What's he scared of? The Blood Ride will come out. Chalice with the Shiva's Guard trying to initiate. But Ana, he's poking, prodding, beating down, and on the side, Thompson jumps in. Chalice gets in with the beacon, with the call. Seb, he's got the destabilizing Chalice. Do they have the damage? They got on top of the Chalice. He's into the snowball. FY buying time for him, but now he's vulnerable. Who's there tags? He gets Bloodthorn. Chalice buys back. Straight back into the game. Ana trying to find his attention onto X-Nova. Chalice leading forward. The Tornado going to be off the market. Only catches out the Bloodseeker, but Seb, he's looking for the follow-up. Jumps in, gets the call. The BKB was out in time. The Bananas on top of it. Did they have the damage? Seb's got the blade on FY. With the snowball again. Thompson, Jarax focusing the rags. Thompson gets the Hex up onto X-Nova. Seb healed up by Jarax. Ana still full health at the moment as the Brewlings are pushed back to the base. OG get the bottom melee racks. As still 30 seconds to play without the Morphling in the game. They move towards the mid lane. OG, can they really get it all here? The mid racks falling. They've taken a full second set, 15 painful seconds for LGD.
They're gonna keep going. They want to claim their megas.
Another tier 3 falls. OG onto the final set of racks that LGD have left standing. Azana, he gets kicked back. He's separated from the team, but he has the double gagger. He's been ruptured. He needs help, and he needs it now. Jarek in with the tap of the hand of God. Give it that double heal. The relocate as well. Jarek gets him out. As OG will successfully disengage before that Morphling's back in, as they found both racks. Jerax will die for this one, almost certainly, as he looks to tether across, but the nullifies upon him. He has buyback though, and OG just took so much away from PSG LGD, as they only have a lone range rack standing on the top lane.
I can't believe it's coming. This is only 3 racks left in this game, and one of them is a range racks on the side of LGD. Buyback status. I saw X-Note was buyback. It was only like 600 or 700, which is crazy, but Jerax also kind of in that same net worth territory, looking at a very cheap buyback, but 2 in the game left. IO and the PL. PL is almost unkillable at this point. Like, even without the Wisp, it's still really difficult. With the Wisp, just don't even try.
We'll see this again. It's a save here from Jerax.
The control is just not there, and they don't have the way to kill all these illusions constantly. And of course, look at Jerax coming in, starts that relocate channel, and is able to get it off. No one gets the control on him.
Keeping it cool at the time that it means the most, but he's still able to crack a smile here in Game 4 of the TIA Grand Finals. OG making a stand, now leading 9K advantage in net worth. LG able to join us.
I don't believe they actually have any 4 stabs on the side of LG. That's generally how you deal with a Scythe of Ice. And I think they can get a Scythe of Ice on the core, get a blink call, and that hero is likely dead without buyback at this point. So OG, I would say, definitely favorite at this point of the game, especially with PL having buyback. LGD, they have a couple minutes to think about what they want to do before this next rotation.
Yeah, they can't be totally reliant on FY just getting these perfect snowball saves, or even like I saw in the last fight too when it was down bottom, he even tried like walrus kicking the IO away from when he was tethered from somebody else. They need to find some other ways to be able to save, in particular that Brewmaster, who is just time and time again is the most important hero, it does seem, for LGD.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what they do with the BKB call. The snowball is the only thing, but they have Bloodthorns, they have Scythe of Ice for the Tusk, they have a lot of things available. Maybe Aeon Disc perhaps for Brewmaster. I'm not exactly sure what the best way for him to deal with it is. Looks like he is going for an Octarine perhaps for almost permanent.
The sentry's down though. They see Thompson, but Thompson, he's already quick with the play. The Tornado into EMP, Cogsap as well, they've got the Hex, but there won't be any further jumping. They just poke at Arme.
They're trying to make space.
They got the Mega Creeps.
That's the distraction play right there.
Up against the Mega Creeps. PSG LGD, it's what stands between them and the championship title here in Game 4.
And they got it right before that wave, before that 59-minute mark too, so we already have the Mega Creep wave coming in, that momentum pushing onto LGD's side.
And you look at their lineup, can PSG LGD's heroes deal with the Mega Creeps? It's hard. They don't really have that sort of incredible D-push or AoE sort of hard hitters to deal with it.
That's kind of what they've been lacking in a lot of this game, right? That's what we've been talking about with the illusions with the PL. They've got ways to find them if it's, or ways to kill them if they find the exact one, but as for doing that, it's very tough when they don't have just the Dispel from Chalice.
And he does too much damage to ignore at this point with the Bloodthorn. And on top of that, Roshan is going to respawn in about 1 minute's time. LGD, I think their buybacks are going to cool down around that time, but I just don't think they can withstand this onslaught. They really want to be able to defend this Roshan. It's super obvious when there's Mega Creeps. With Mega Creeps, that's the luxury that you have. You can just wait a couple of seconds. You know, the creeps will be hitting at your T4s if you wait.
As Ana commits forward. Has no boots, but a full Eye of Scotty. 3,800 health now on this PL, who hasn't been dying for a very long time. Now he's got easier ways, easier kill opportunity, and much more survivability.
Yeah, he probably has like maybe 7,000, 8,000 HP effective with the butterfly evasion and the heal and overcharge, and the Hand of God is just way too much. And the lifesteal from Shen too. Another ability.
OG clearing out the pit. Very, very soon to be spawning. Roshan and PSG LGD are well aware.
Roshan's up. It looks like only OG knows.
Oh,
Ame and Ana. He's some illusion action. Ame's gonna get caught out by the tornado though. They've opened up onto him. Ame trying to get on top of Ana. The BKB popped by Chalice. He'll get the ult out. No Tail getting got out straight away by F5 with the snowball. No Tail's dead for 100. They'll get the Chen. Ana in the midst of it trying to lock down onto FY. The rest of his team about to come over to get the tornado. Out onto X over Seb. Looking for the cool control onto Ame. Has he got it? Ame getting stunned up by the cool Seb, but he's able to wait for him up the high ground. Thompson blinks in. He gets the hex out, but F5 with the snowball save. They get the bash out. Sonos will be able to find the IO, but they're fully low OGD. That's Sonos dead for 2 minutes. They get Thompson. Thompson dead for 2 minutes. Only Ana. Ana, can he do it here? Is it half out save? Kept alive off the back of that fight, as that very much looked like PSG LGD were able to tip OG over the edge, but that plus 100 Berserker score, you could see Seb as well being very careful with how he used it, keeping it to that opportune moment after any potential sort of Manta dodges have been done by Thomas Ame, and he gets the call.
9 doppelgangers used just in that area around the Ancients from the PL. Just the constant barrage of illusions giving that distraction to allow Seb to get that call off.
And that's another Roshan for OG.
These fights have to be so hectic for the players. There's like 30 PL.
There's just both sides. I mean, even the Enchantress is like taking a PL, and then the Morphling turns into PL.
I'm just impressed we haven't had any frame drops. You know?
That's true.
Azana down the middle lane.
Just walking down with a DD.
The tier 4s. Ana says he's done with this. He wants to end this game. The buyback will come out from FY. Ana. It's going to be snowballed. Ana. He's in. He's not got any backup on the way. FY will be able to get out with the invis, but this doppelganger just over and over again, meaning that Ana could just stand in. Now he's got the backup of Jerax. He gets Hex. Oh, he didn't expect it. He didn't expect the Hex, but he's still fine. Jerax had the Odis, but X-Nova into the snowball. They'll turn towards Jerax. The Hadagon coming out. Jerax has been nullified. They hit doppelganger once again. X-Nova. He will survive for now. But buybacks were forced out by that aggressive play from Ana. At the same time, Seb did buyback himself on the Axe. But LGD are back up as a full 5-man.
Jesus, this is insane.
I mean, I don't know what's super safe there. I'm not exactly sure why I said buyback, but I mean, he has heart, he has Wiz behind him, he has Aegis, he has everything. His buyback.
And as you can see, that is the big difference. There are 4 buybacks available on OG. Only 1 available for LGD. Oh.
All this momentum pushing in. And an Arcane Rune up top. If they give that to Ana, oh my god. Even more illusions, even more doppels.
Oh,
Let's go.
that is
2.1 second cooldown. you know.
2.1 second cooldown.
Oh, man.
Okay. Azana,
This is it.
he's ready to put it to use. Straight into the base he goes, doubling forward, he gets the jump onto X-Nova, the ghost set to keep an X-Nova fine for now. Anna looking to turn his commitment towards Arme, Thompson comes in with a deafening blast from the side, the EMP finishes X-Nova off, he's dead for 110 Seb, pots the BKB, looks for the cool control onto FY, but FY does get the snowball off in time. Arme looking on top of Jarrett, but Thompson turns, they get the Hex out onto him, he'll get himself back into the ball, the BKB's out in time as Arme cuts down Roto with a wave for finds the kill. Anna looking to get on top of Arme, the BKB's about to wear off, the Mega Creep speeding down upon the edge of the OG. Seb in again. The call on top of Arme. Arme dead for 2 minutes. Chalice, BKB pop. He's trying to commit, trying to deal with Anna being silenced by the blood right. But the ancient is falling. The Hex is out. They're going to be able to find themselves. Chalice 3 dead on LGD. OG hitting the ancient. Hitting the ancient. Weird guy. Again, John, FY, he's found himself No-Tail out on his own.
He's trapped him.
There's No-Tail. Is he going to get any sort of backup? No, he's not. There's 3 still dead on OG. It'll be a slow and painful death here for No-Tail as Arme comes in for the kill secure.
And I love the way that Chalice popped his BKB super early in that fight. He just knows, I just need to get my ulti off. And he cast it at a very safe range. He didn't wait for the last second of his BKB. He's not very greedy. I think that's a lot of the reason why they've been winning these team fights. Seb has been struggling, still about 1,000 gold away from his BKB.
Yeah, this Brewmaster is a display of perfection, really. It's the highest level in the game with his Bloodseekers.
And doing a ton of damage in the fight. One of the most damage in the game as an offlaner.
Now has full Shiva, so even more ways. He's pretty much itemized entirely just to be like, Ana, I'm ruining your game. I've got Radiance, I've got Shivas. You're going to struggle so much in these fights as Phantom Lancer.
Eric's did his best to keep Ana alive, and but Ana wasn't able to do damage because he was ruptured. He wasn't that low on HP, but still can't run around.
Seb.
Oh, I'm his ninjas here.
Got to be careful who shows up top. Indeed, Jerax. He's going out on his own. He doesn't expect Arme to have this invis route. As Arme will show himself, Jerax goes across, but Somnus is there.
Somnus is not messing around rupturing.
No mercy. They're feeling very confident now at this point, getting these very advantageous team fights as well as getting kills on the split push too. Thompson though, we'll find X-Nova.
Seb, and as well, between the two of them, they'll take down the support edge. FY's going to come in though. He hasn't got anyone else with him at the moment. It is just FY, so just playing around with Seb.
He has no help around at all, and he's still just making Seb's life miserable.
He is toying with him. He's just making him not be able to come back. Look, they're already starting to rotate this Brewmaster and Bloodseeker too, and FY, he's ready to look for Seb.
Seb's got to get out.
Oh, Seb.
As indeed FY, the patience keeping that control on Seb, buying time for Chalice to come in. Anna is going to look towards the Tusk. Chalice is now there, does have Primal Split available if he wants to look to take this fight. Somnus coming in as well. As Anna, Seb look to hide in the trees. Can they get out of it? Anna's got a TP available. He's into the trees, he's going to show himself in the lane though. They're going to continue to head over. They are going to see Seb make it out in time. They don't have a stun. Anna, can he get out as well? He can. OG will avoid that rotation from PSG LGD.
FY is just so obnoxious there, following Seb for over a minute, just stalking him, trying to have his team come over.
So that's about, a minute without Aegis being used for LGD. They have 2 minutes left, I would say, to capitalize on this Aegis. Oh man, looks like he is level the PL.
Pretty much back to a 50-50. PSG LGD 2-1 up at the moment in this best of 5 grand finals. 1 game needed to secure the championship title. And at this point, they are ahead here in game 4.
No-Tail hasn't had time to gather a full army of Ancient Creeps. Right now, he just has the Ancient Black Dragon. You really want those other auras when you're at a big disadvantage in these team fights already.
Yeah, it's tough though, because Jerax doesn't want to be following around his Chen, giving him the agony. So. As Thompson, he does have a Lincoln Sphere picked up, and they should have the BKB finished on Seb too. So that'll give him a little bit easier time to get those Blink calls out as he's been suffering to do so in the last few fights. And Somnus, I have Scotty picked up, about to be level 25 as well.
Yeah, they just need a couple more minutes on the side of OG before they're ready to fight. Wait for the Aegis to expire.
Seb, he's in, gets the call, the character's putting in FY, there with the snowball save. He's going to be fine, and now they turn to look towards the axe. The taunt's going to be out. Seb goes for the TP. They've got the stun to cancel them. Seb held back for now. Thompson trying to offer his best from the side to provide some sort of safety, as he will get Seb back. They're able to get Seb back to safety, and Thompson is running away. X-Nova's there with the wraparound, gets the slow off, gives the vision for the snowball. TP from No-Tails coming in towards the stride, but Thompson, he's trapped.
That's twice in this series that X-Nova just comes out of nowhere. Like, he's just on a warding expedition, then he just ends up wrapping behind these people constantly.
Perfect time.
Perfect timing, and has the Senton creep to boot. And look at these deep wards that he's placed during that time that he was running around doing so. He now has full vision of OG. Yeah, he sees Ana farming these Ancients right now.
Oh, Ana. FY just giving so much information for the team. He's got eyes on him. Get the punch on the wrong target, but the snowball pass will catch Ana. Ana, he's in trouble. The blood bright silence connects. He's got the matchup back up in a second, but can he really play his way out of this one? He cannot. Ana down for a minute and a half.
Just having all this vision. And X-Nova throughout this whole tournament has had the best vision in every situation, even when you wouldn't expect it. They're just like, oh, they're fighting on the left side. They're not going to have vision over here. But no, X-Nova always seems to have those prepared in every situation.
And he has some incredible foresight to be able to have these wards that just lead to really clutch pickoffs. And Axe has not spent his money on BKB. He has the money, but he might be looking to save for buyback.
We'll see if any of the buybacks do get forced out. Thompson's still dead for 15. Ideally, he doesn't buy back it. They may have to buy back on Ana. He's gone for 50 seconds. The split coming out from Chalice. He's ready to push in, look for the stun on No-Tail to hold back the Chen as the mid-racks are exposed. PSG, LGD, 40 minutes in, able to open into the base and clean out this mid lane of racks. Still Ana holding on to that buyback.
And they're going to keep going here. They really want to force this PL to come back here.
Stun onto Thompson. He will blink dodge it. But another tier 3 tower falling incredibly fast. They really don't want to use it. Seb jumps in, gets the call onto FY. There's the buyback. The Cataclysm isn't enough to do anything. It isn't. PSG LGD still fighting strong. Thompson getting focused by Somnus. Seb taken down by Arme. The triple buybacks now out as Ana in trouble. He's pulled back for this one. The deafening blast onto the three of them knocks them back. But Ana gets focused. Seb! He's in with the call. He has the control onto the morphing Somnus. Now being chased by Thompson. Blinks in with the cold snap. The PL army's on top of it. They get Somnus too. As OG, they have to expend 3 buybacks, but they hold on to the top racks. Somnus now down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's 400 gold short of it. It's up in about 8 seconds. OG, they have to make so much happen here. They have to push out all their lanes. 2 of the side lanes are already going, but I think trying to get some kills here, like on FY here, would be very ideal.
I mean, look how close the Brew is at 25. I mean,
So close.
With that time of split cooldown.
Oh, Thompson, he sees it FY. He's used the snowball, he turns with the combo FY with the self-fuels, but OG, they've surrounded him. Seb jumps in with the call.
Alliances turn to
Test,
ban.
test. Hey, hello.
Dire team ban.
Excellent, excellent.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Ah, there it is.
Alliances turn to ban.
All right. I believe
10
it is
seconds
go
remaining.
time. Ladies and gentlemen,
5
welcome to the
seconds
Beyond
remaining.
Epic League Europe CIS Alliance versus
Dire team
Empire.
ban.
First series to get things started. We've got 3 best of 3s coming up today. I'm Zayori. He's Trent. Hey,
yeah.
welcome back to the show, buddy.
Yeah, it's good. Man, my Dota was all cranked up from rocking the Battle Pass playing. You know, I got that TI-10 music pack just slapping. That's it's pretty like aggressive. I don't know. It doesn't like soothe me at all in the main menu. Whenever I open up the client, I feel like I'm immediately in a team fight. Whereas a lot of the other music packs are kind of relaxed in the client. I don't know what was going on with the TI-10 one. They were just like really angry that it wasn't happening or something, I guess.
It's been a fun battle pass. I've been enjoying having an excuse to grind a little bit of Dota. You know, get back in the old driver's seat, and now we get to cast some Dota. Man, there's been a lot of Dota to watch.
Yes.
And there is a lot more, man. It's like the gift that keeps on giving when we're all locked down here in our...
5 seconds remaining.
And, well, one team that we definitely don't see all too much is, well, the Empire guys. I feel like that's just like such a unbelievably iconic team in terms of like Dota history, right? Like I remember when I first started watching, Empire was one of like the biggest teams in Dota. It was just like they played in every tournament and they were always near the top and they were always like a team that you were looking out for. And over the past like couple of years, the organization just hasn't been at that same level. So kind of excited to see what would have been a classic back then at that point, honestly, of Empire versus Alliance.
Yeah, way back when. Bummer when the social media guy starts to outshine the team.
Wow, yeah, that's very true.
That's kind of where we're at. But you're right. Empire does have deep roots in the Dota 2 space, and this current roster is not one that I'm mega familiar with. We've got Smiling Knight, Lightless, Mastery, James with a 3 instead of an E, and then Eknart, I think, is their 5. Am I saying that right? Is that the proper...
Yeah, that's what I've always gone with.
Eknart.
So
it's not EC Nart, I assume, because the C is lowercase. So
yeah, so this is also the Team Empire Hope roster is what they're also usually tagged under. However, today they are playing as the official roster, so I guess that means they've been upgraded. I'm not sure if that's like totally like they've even changed their tag from their usual one that they have. Like this is the first Dota buff match for Team Empire in 10 months because they're actually using the old school tag.
Okay,
So-
that would explain it. That's why. All right.
Yeah.
That's weird. Wow, congrats on the promos, boys. This is a big day. No longer hopefuls. You are now part of the Empire.
I guess
First
so.
Big Death Prophet. Okay. Well, a nice, well-rounded hero to get things started. A little push, little silence, little lane action. Where's DP going these days, Trent? Are we done with the waves of the support DP? Is this a core through and through, or is she still flexing?
I would say she's not the... I'm always assuming that you want it to be core. Of course, you can still do the support stuff, but I don't really think... Like, she hasn't looked that amazing. I think CIS maybe runs it a little bit more than other regions, so you of course have to assume that depending on the way the draft goes, but it's a nice like threat of, oh hey, we might go early, so you guys gotta be ready for some like early game push. You can't relax too much.
Ember Spirit.
Right, Shaker Ember for Alliance. They know the duo they want.
No Ember Coddle still. I mean, that combo's still very good.
Yep.
I'm a little surprised.
Love those supports that have those giant team fight ultimates.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm still on that Coddle hype train.
5 seconds.
I thought you were just talking about Shaker.
Well, Shaker too.
He takes a little bit of time though to really hit that big peak point. But oh look, it's a classic combo, much like Coddle Ember. It's Death Prophet Oracle, guys.
Coddle's annoying from level 1. I'd say Earthshaker is more of a nuisance at level 1 in most cases, but needs to ramp up a bit. The Oracle DP, not much to see here. One of the classic combos, use the False Promise. She benefits from all that double healing. Pretty nice.
I feel like
Also having Fortune's End against Ember. We've also seen that tool come in handy a couple times.
yeah, very much so. So it's all around just a really good pick here.
Alliances turn
Might have been
to
something they
ban.
were kind of eyeing out when they first picked it, but yeah, there goes the Shadow Demon. Now, the last time we were doing a real heavy round of casting, I think, what were our big heroes? We had like Shadow Demon, Nature's Prophet, Dragon Knight. I mean, those guys are all banned. Chen, Lycan. Lycan's banned like every game now at this point. We don't mess with Lycan anymore. The last time we were doing a big run of casting a couple weeks ago, Lycan was still like appearing in the first or the second phase. Sometimes the second phase bans, but now I think he was like 99% banned or something at Blast. So we're done with the Wolf guy. Everyone's seen him enough in pubs. He's still destroying near like that 60% win rate. Just get him out of here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all right with it. He was busted, everything got tuned down, and now it seems like people have figured out this new efficiency where it's just, I mean, can you imagine what this hero would have been like if he hadn't been nerfed a number of times? It speaks to how busted he was, whatever, a month ago, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Beastmaster as well. My Twitter feed has had a lot of Beastmaster
5
chatter
seconds.
recently.
Really?
Yeah, he's apparently pretty annoying to play against in the lane, Trent. It turns out Bo's slow, quite effective when paired with many other supports.
Yeah, I definitely still hear a lot of pro talk about him in terms of like, oh, easy hero to win games, Beastmaster. Just tell your team to push, Beastmaster. That's the way to go.
He's very good at taking momentum from level 2 onward and just never really letting, just knocking down a tower. He starts to invade the jungle. Playing around the Hawks makes things a lot easier as well. What do Alliance want? They've got third pick. Thinking about their options.
I mean, they could theoretically like AA, but AA into Oracle is always a toss-up. So it's like, you have to contend with the ulti. They might just go with like a more classic FNG hero. That's probably what they're thinking. Like, do we want the Witch Doctor? But we don't know any of the offlane heroes. That's the only kind of annoying part about picking your 5 here.
Team pick.
And they will take the AA. So
AA.
again, it's not like there's a reason why Empire didn't just straight up ban it, because the Shadow Demon is better, I think, because of like the constantly purging of the heals, whereas the AA you still have to deal with like the timing of the Shatter Blast versus the Oracle ulti, because it's not just a simple answer of the Aghanims anymore either. Because you used to be able to get the Aghanims and you could like
10
time out
remaining.
of the ulti, but now the Frostbitten duration is 10, 11, and 12 with the 3 levels from the AA. And I think the Oracle's always like 1 second less or something. I'll have to look. But it's definitely play aroundable.
Certainly like it with the Shaker as well.
Yeah, for Oracle it's 8, 9, 10. So it's like a 2-second split between the two heroes.
Dummy proofs it for the Oracle unless finishing them off with the ult.
Yeah, so it's, I don't think it's like that incredible a combo, but we will get the Clockwork. So Clockwork, extremely good support hero versus both Earthshaker and AA. Those two heroes should just straight up die. Versus the Clockwork, they can't really contest versus him. And Ember is a bit of a mixed bag. It's like maybe you can get that first initial stun on him to allow something like the Death Prophet to close and get the silence down, but of course you can't like independently hold the Ember Spirit down.
Great initiation though, and ooh, Lance. Now they go back for Enigma. Probably your position 3.
Doesn't look like something that they've been picking up too much lately. I've seen a lot of teams heading towards the Enigma, but lots of bans from Alliance, but they actually haven't pulled this one out in quite a while. So they're expanding their hero
10
pool.
seconds remaining.
Well, they've got a hell of a lot of team fight now. 4 heroes.
5 seconds remaining.
And like,
Interesting to see Enigma into Clock. That used to be considered kind of a counter pick in favor of the Clockwork. Battery Assault to catch some interrupts, and of course Hook Shot, a tool through the BKB.
yeah, it's not like a terrifyingly crazy counter, because like you can think of it the other way, where Enigma's gonna have all the summons and Eidolons, and if you're buying like, a mech-based lineup or something where you're pushing faster, then the Enigma's kind of gonna be shutting down that Clockwork before he really comes online by taking away a lot of their towers and stuff.
I always like DP paired with catch heroes as well. I think of Disruptor, Kunkka, but Clockwork also works. Pop your ult, and now you've got cogs and ways to keep stuck in the fight so they can't just run away from it. Get those spirit siphons going. Spectre.
Spectre. This is the
So Alliance do have last pick. I grabbed their 1.
yeah, this is like the we're getting chain stunned down hero. I can still deal damage if I'm just stunned the entire time in a black hole.
Yeah.
Nice vision too for the Clockwork.
Sometimes an annoying hero against the Shaker. Stop blink daggers and whatnot.
It kind of feels like a Storm game or something. Like I don't know, maybe not necessarily Storm just because like the rest of their heroes, but someone who can really jump off of this vision. Batrider, that's a pretty good example. Because like I want to capitalize on this flare and this haunt, right?
Yep. Batrider ban.
Yeah, thinking of like an offlaner that could actually play well with the Clockwork, right? Makes sense.
10 seconds remaining.
Who else does Clock look towards in terms
5
of
seconds
your lane
remaining.
partners?
Anyone that can be like a little bit independent is kind of nice. That's always good. I kind of wish that they would pick that Kunkka that you said. I don't know. I kind of like Kunkka here. Could throw a mid, put the DP to the off lane. Like DP could definitely work as an off lane hero with Clockwork.
Another catch against the Ember. Some more solid team fight. I was kind of thinking DK, but it does feel like Empire could use another big piece fight control.
He is banned too. First phase. Come on, it's DK.
Oh, yeah.
Focus up, lad. I know it's early. Oh yeah, it's like 6 a.m. for you.
Pretty early.
You poor thing.
Hello, Europe. But even so, like, I don't know that DK is the pick here. Like, they need, I think they need something a little more team fight centric.
They're just gonna pick Kunkka. I can tell. There's an Ember. They're like, I don't really know what else we're gonna pick, guys. Unless they're gonna, yeah, let's pick Morph. Morph mid versus Ember. We'll do a Morph Spectre lineup. I just see an AM ban and start making assumptions. But it's Alliance, right? They've been playing a lot of these like hardcore Nico baby heroes. There's also still the Ursa, speaking of which.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that made me think of, like, all right, are we going to go a Storm Spirit mid and that Death Prophet off lane or something?
5 seconds remaining.
Still doable.
We're going to grab a big int hero.
I mean, they could still even like TA if they wanted to. I mean, that'd be pretty interesting. They could probably get away with that.
Invoker.
Go with the Invoker instead, though. Jeez.
Ogre.
So there's your team fight, right?
I guess. I still don't know what to think about that. Has this hero looked good in pro games
Not particularly.
recently? Because I thought everyone that I talked to right now is like, Invoker sucks. When he gets picked in my pubs, my team immediately like groans in unison, like, oh no, not Invoker. This hero's terrible right now. You know, it's like you have a Clockwork, immediately you want to say, oh, Sunstrikes potentially, and then you remind yourself that Exort is as dead as they come for the. I mean, we guess
Dude, they're gonna Viper.
once. Viper. Ooh,
They should
break
give him
against-
the dirty Viper. Can you imagine? Just get the break on the Spectre. Limp just dumpstered an Invoker the other day and Blast. And then Nico Baby could play the Ember. That'd be so funny, actually.
And I think Viper's like a little bit of a sleeper hero. He's not as bad as his pick rate might have you believe.
They don't think he's a sleeper. They think he's pretty good. Oh, they'll Morph instead.
Take more.
I wanted the big dirty. I'm not gonna lie. That'd be pretty funny. But yeah, there's no reason to put yourself on like a timer, like a Viper hero, especially because your push would be only the Enigma. So as fun as that would be, they will go with something much safer in the hard carry Nico Baby Morphling. And as this game starts to drag, it looks pretty good for Alliance. I don't like the idea of picking your second big tanky hero reliant on high HP into AA. There's a lot of work for old Eknart to do here. He needs to be very cautious about getting caught out by Limp and Handskin.
I think I like this Alliance lineup a lot better. Much better team fight. Late game still feels pretty good. Not a crazy amount of siege, but
Their damage just feels kind of off for Empire. I don't really know, like, is this going to be like an Exort Invoker? Because, like, his Alacrity isn't going to come online until way later with the heroes they have.
I kind of feel like it almost has to be if he just goes Quas Wex.
I think he has to go Quaswex, though, right? It's Invoker in 2020, and he's versus an Ember in lane.
Well, I mean, I know that, but I agree with you. Like, where does the damage come from? It's like you are all in on this DP ultimate. You're like, all right, boys, we got DP ult. We're fighting. If they run away from the ult, we're done.
Guys, it's simple. Just put 5 heroes in the cogs, and my ult will kill them. I don't see what's so complicated here.
Yeah, I'm really having trouble picturing a world where Nico Baby doesn't have a good game. And like at 30 minutes, I think this Morphling Ember are just going to be running this game. You know, like very mobile, huge burst damage. Although Clock is good against the supports, as you mentioned.
Well,
this might end up being kind of a hard Clock game.
there's always the chance that they just win the lanes and do well. Right?
Well, you're right.
Quaswex Invoker.
You are very right. Every time we predict games like this, it's like, well, I didn't expect that lane to go so well. So you're not wrong. Now, if I could just get our in-game overlays to work.
Ah, yes. Well, in terms of shocking surprises, we don't have any, guys. Limp will be taking the Ember to the mid lane. Nico Baby is currently up top. That nice Radiant safe farming zone. As Hunt's gonna plant a sneaky little observer ward up top. Keep an eye on the poles that'll be coming out for that dire safe lane. And we start to theorize about potential rune snacks. How are you guys doing in Europe? I hope you guys are doing great. Good morning. I'm looking forward to a fun little week of Dota. We got 4 days of Dota 2 coverage coming up here for the Beyond Epic League. So thanks for tuning in, guys.
4 days with us.
That's right.
But we
condolences.
Will have,
but
yeah, there's
this is
4
it.
Matches, and we might be doing more than that. We're just booked for 4.
It depends how this goes.
It's unknown.
Send your feedback to Blaze at Beyond the Summit. Let them know what you think. As FNG will get pushed all the way back to the tier 2, but with the assistance of the tower, they'll fall back. And guys, am I doing some quick math here? That's an awful lot of bounty runes. So I'm guessing it was Eidolons that got the. Oh no, they got all 4. They just got all 4 runes.
All 4. Yep.
They were like truly hiding for the lanes that they wanted.
Sorry, I'm still. We will have in-game overlays eventually, folks. I just pinged our technical contact.
I love technicalities.
Monster, I love you.
There, perfect. It's like we have an overlay. Wow, Limp's a real monster in the mid lane. I bet he cracked a big can this morning. We could just do that instead of showing the overlays.
Now, Limp strikes me as a sugar-free kind of guy. Up top, Nico, baby. Uh-oh. The monsters, it's going to be close. He survives. It's James that goes down. FNG with the turnaround kill in the top lane. First blood drawn by Alliance.
Is that the first blood brought to you by Monster?
Brought to you by Monster Energy. Boy, am I awake right now.
That's what you needed. Oh, Hans gonna went for the cheeky little Fisher play here, trying to chase a courier, and now he's gonna get run down by a Clockwork. This is like nightmare fuel for Earthshaker players. This is actually the worst.
Yeah, he's got boots though, and is it gonna be make it into the Roche pit looking for the jukes? But James with the body.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh no.
Not gonna help him out. James finds it.
Yeah, he was in a pickle there. Because if he waited for just the creeps to try and lower him down or whatever, then the battery shot was about to be back in 2 seconds. So there was no real way to get out of that one. Good thing that he started boots there on James's Clockwork.
More action up top. James maybe in a sticky situation.
Oh, didn't get the block.
Baby.
James is getting sneaky back here with that salve and his boots.
Yep, back in onto Nico. Uh-oh. Eknart sets it up. That's an easy kill for Smiling Knight.
Yeah, I don't know if they just didn't see the salve on James or what, but he was completely ready to go back in because once he sees you going that way for him, like, you know that thing's not coming back for a while. All right, maybe James will just carry this game.
So have you noticed this thing from, I guess it's from the Battle Pass, but we get the stats now of damage received for people when you click on them?
Yeah, it shows you for everyone.
And I'm seeing like the goal.
Yeah, it used to work that way the first time they introduced it. From like the last Battle Pass, you used to be able to see it during the games like this. It's kind of cool because then you can see how effective someone's like hood is. So like you might notice that they're taking all magic damage at one point, then they buy a hood, and by the end of the game it's only like 30% magic or something.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
All right.
And then we have data to judge people if they need a BKB or not, you know?
Yeah, there you go.
Down bottom, S4 and Mastery. Under the tower here, Mastery taking a lot of damage. Has to go from multiple siphons. Mastery?
Oh, it's going to be close. S4 low, and they both walk away on about 90 HP.
That was a bit of an odd one, but back up top, though, again, it's James finding an Earthshaker. Hanskin can't quite find these denies. I think he was going for another one there.
Aha.
So he's on constantly trying to mess with creep waves up there too. Have you figured out how to work the overlays?
We've got in-game overlays. Apparently, you have to set your mini-map size before it will show up. I, in fact, have an extra large mini-map, Trent. Would you believe it?
Oh, back up top.
FNG.
This is the nightmare support for these heroes.
Yeah. Clockwork alone is pretty frustrating. And then you add the Fortune's End on top of it, and it actually does feel like you can't do anything.
Down bottom.
Down bottom. They're going to trade, though. Mastery will fall. S4 taking credit with the Eidolon.
Yeah, but how did... I'm surprised that that's how that went down. Like, how did that 2v1 turn into a kill on S4 while we were watching top, you know? Just underestimating, I guess, the Spirit Siphon. Or maybe S4 started out too low of HP.
He must have caught him with a wily Crypt Swarm.
Those ghosts, I tell you. He needs the Ghostbusters. He should be scared of that ghost. Man, that was an instant Flame Guard Purge mid.
Oof. Well, Limp's going to be unhappy for the next minute or so. He's got boots coming out, no salve. So...
Oh. Yeah, and Eknar stole his rune too. Did they just get them all again? Oh, they got one. Hanskin got one rune.
But still...
So it's 7-1 in bounties.
7-1.
Ooh, that's ugly.
Eco baby up top, going in onto James. Needs one more, finds it there. But now Fortune's End, Smiling Knight, not going to have the damage.
Dude, those bounty runes are pretty much their lead right now here still.
Dire's courier has been killed.
How is this mid matchup going? It's still looking
down bottom though.
Limp.
Mastery loses this courier.
Or Eidolons. Awkward spot, but James is here now.
Yeah, the angle that he came in on kind of saved Mastery there.
Double damage empowers me.
But James has his tranquil boots too, so he is one speedy guy. He's got like a 35 MS advantage over Hanskin, so if he takes a bad step, he could be in trouble here once again on that shaker.
I mean, this is kind of a dream start for Empire overall. I mean, maybe not putting the Morphling down as much as they'd like, but controlling the bounties, mid going reasonably well. Limp with this double damage now, starting to pull ahead a bit in CS, but pretty stable for Empire. Unfortunately, this doesn't really change the state of affairs in terms of like the mid game with these big mobile cores on Alliance.
Well, you definitely can't be behind though with these heroes, right? Like if you're behind with this like Spectre and Invoker and they just start like running down with the Enigma, you're going to be in like for World of Hurt. Of course, there's like, you know, mid and late game are going to look better for those heroes. It's just you really don't want Alliance to get too much of your territory in that window. So now you already have the Urn out here and almost a pick for Lightless there in the mid lane as Limp will again head on home. Bring back that full bottle.
Good old Ember Spirit. Kunkka effect, if you will. Spectre and Invoker, top of the charts, but all the cores very close. Really, it's this Clockwork that's tipping the scales a little bit, standing apart from the other supports right now. 2, 2, and 2 with a nice big stack here, pulled by Eknart.
Yeah, they can't even like farm any of these creeps though.
Yeah,
they're heroes. Those guys are terrifying. Dude, his courier died again. How is Hanskin getting his courier of all people? I mean, I know he has a ward, but still. I guess he has the totem, so he's just like toteming it every single time, but he's still his courier 3 times now.
Yeah, he's got the Tranquil Boots also, so reasonably mobile.
He also did get his items too, so that had like a bracer on it. Not bracer, sorry, but a belt.
Lightless mid lane, TP home, he'll be all right.
They're also sending James down bottom. They're going to try and use the slow of Mastery to create something, but Hanskin, again, as you said, like the Tranquil is just enough that he's fine even when they're deactivated.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
We had Lightless.
Alliance
went all the way home.
Yep, had to. That Alliance have reclaimed that gold lead, so which is a little scary, knowing that the bounty count is 7-1 and Alliance still has a gold lead right now. Is maybe a little bit damning, perhaps.
Yeah, and you have a Necro 1 Enigma here too, as he wraps around onto James. Look at that damage. This is a level 3 Clockwork, so will get out of it just because S4 not quite able to keep the blocks up and also didn't commit like, all his units. Maybe just not thinking that it was going to be that much damage. They brought the ulti mid of the Death Prophet. They're just going to pop it.
Let's see it here, Empire. FNG, not yet level 6, but still makes the rotation. Limp actually going in aggressively. Mastery is not that tanky. Only level 6 on this Death Prophet. Eknard is there with a save. Purifying Flames, gonna pick him back up.
This is quite the force, dude.
Yeah, I don't know, Mastery. This is bold.
What was that?
That was, like, really bold. They didn't even really need the Enigma rotation. That was just... I'm not respecting the damage that Limp can do right now. TLDR on that one. Now a Haunt from the Spectre. Where are we going?
Bottom, it looks like.
Okay, went on to Hanscan. I'm watching Limp right now. And Eknard just TP'd home. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, James low. No counter kill. Okay, well, Smiling Knight sets up a kill down bottom, but now we've got a more.
Are they seriously going to get all
for Alliance?
Oh, he shattered. Nice job on FNG.
Whoa,
I thought he was getting that bounty route.
Smiling Knight. Not quite enough there. Hanskin comes in with a fissure, but Smiling Knight on the other side of it.
Yeah, they just got all 4 bounties again, by the way. Alliance are not on the bounties today. They're just
11-1.
They're just trying to throw the handicap or something. I don't know.
Well, don't worry. They still have a gold lead. You know, Nico Baby's free farming up top. I don't know. Would you trade 4 bounties at 10 minutes for free farm on Nico Baby's Morphling? I probably would.
Yeah, probably. I mean, if I'm still winning.
All right. Call it space, I suppose. Now, were you looking at that black hole from S4?
I got to the end of it, yep.
It seemed like his Enigma, like, you know how he moves his arms while he's channeling? It seemed like they were moving faster than usual. Am I crazy? Have they always been that fast?
I don't know. Are you thinking of like the slow dramatic effect of that one guy in the purple bodysuit, the TI crowd, and that's your model that you use? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he slowed it down for dramatic effect. You know how like they enlarge the chips to show texture on the bag and they have to write that little note?
You know, like when you have a lot of, like, you get the leveler on Viper and you're spamming your
You laughing like
clapping weird. Yeah. Oh, Eknard. Okay, they were ready and waiting on that one. Trap sprung. That was kind of what it reminded me of. It looked like he was almost fluttering his arms.
Well, we'll take a look at the next one.
Yeah, I need help on this. I must know the answer.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And I thought perhaps maybe it's that Archer aura from the Necronomicon. James down bottom. They just set up a kill on the FNG.
I actually had to look just to see. Yeah, because S4 is wearing his that cosmetic. I was like, oh, does it have an effect? But this is a gift from big fan #1 from EG/OG Heart. Well, buddy, we got another team now. Might have heard of it before. S4 Alliance.
How we've come full circle, man.
Yeah, seriously.
Dota's beautiful in that way.
Dire's middle tower.
Well, James, yeah, find himself in a little bit of a pickle here, and not one of them good tasting pickles either. Might have to hook shot away to live through this one. Hanskin blocks him out, and that'll be the end of him.
Can you really get a bad tasting pickle? I feel like pickle by virtue like kind of tastes the same.
You know, we bought a jar of pickles thinking they were regular, and they were like spicy pickles, and they're not that good.
So you got a bad pickle. All right, my bad. I didn't know.
But they are rare.
Much like the royal jelly. Trying to get a piece of this thing in your pub game. Yeah, okay. Good luck.
You know, I found that most people don't realize you can cast the jelly globally. I say, give me the jelly, and then they send it back to the base. No, just use the feed me.
Well, tell the people. You know, if that had been the way it was initially, everyone would know.
That's true. That's true.
All right.
James walks into FNG.
Throws it on him.
He missed the hook shot and then takes an ice blast, and now Mastery gonna be on the run. Rough for Empire. I think both James and Mastery might get some back.
Oh, but wait. Oh yeah, nice turnaround there. Yes.
Look at that. Open-ended sentence structure, Trent. It's the secret to commentary. Now Eknard on the run. Oh, stunned up. Limp, no Searing Chains, but won't need it. Has the Sleight of Fist. Now Yane's in the back line. This time he's going to be surrounded by 3.
These guys are kind of suicidal at times.
Dude, these team fights are really crazy. I keep thinking it's over. I look at the mini-map and go, nope, Clockwork's still in.
In his
They're still
defense,
going.
he would have died if he tried to run from Limp. That's probably what he was thinking. He's like, okay, I'm just dead anyway. I might as well try and kill this Shaker.
Save my friends, yeah. But I am scared at the amount of space Nico Baby's getting right now. This is exactly what I was picturing at the end of the draft. Like, all right, Empire has some tools. They can put up some harassment, but ultimately, how do we stop Nico from doing what he wants to do? And so far, he's basically gotten everything that he wanted.
Yeah.
His middle tower has fallen. Dire's
It's a good
bottom tower is
1,200
under
up on the Spectre right now. You know, it's not like Spectre's doing poorly, but this is that scary window where you're not really that close to Radiance. Smiling Knights in the
Oh, they're going to try and combo Limp.
Okay, guys, let's hold it steady. Big kill on Limp. This would be big.
Oh, that hurts.
They're looking for the reality, though. Haunt in. Spectre not going to find
Did
it.
you
Limp,
just
10
see that?
HP.
Did you just see that? The 10, he had 10 health left after the right click from the Death Prophet landed. Because they don't get disjointed, right? That is actually absurd.
So are you telling me if that Spectre actually reality'd in and used a dagger, that would have been a kill on Limp?
Well, I didn't see the reality. I'm not sure what happened.
I don't think he did. I think he just haunted, hoping he could get the kill and then didn't jump to it.
Yeah.
Because I looked mid immediately, and those were all just Spectre illusions.
I think it got killed is what it was. But anyway. Yeah.
Right mid, though. They're going to go in on the Nico. S4 getting initiated on off to the side. Will be caught by a Fortune's End. That'll be the end of S4, but now Mastery takes a false
Oh,
promise.
he got Sal, too, so he'll be okay.
Yeah, I think so, but now Nico Baby going to find James. They'll trade 1 for 1. Not over yet. Mastery still a little bit of time left on this exorcism. They'll get FNG. He does D-ward before falling. There for Empire, although if they lose Mastery, it won't feel nearly as good. He's Spirit Siphoning, he's getting healed up, and he does survive.
Wow. Oh, I can't believe he got out of there.
That was a nice slight dodge, but a tough game for keeping Flame Guards up.
Yeah, he's having a bit of a rough go there. And then I'll probably... Actually, no Yules right away from Mastery. You're going to go for the Hood first. Already very tanky with the help of the Oracle, and this will maybe give a little bit more space. The Oracle will also help the Spectre as after the Radiance, Smiling Knight's probably going to want to fight, but won't necessarily be like crazy tanky, although it did get the branch, which is always a great one, the Ironwood Tree. Big fan of 6 attributes on Spectre.
Stats, yep. Absolutely. +5 stats on that level 10.
Mid lane,
6.
he went for the Spear Vessel on this, so he's got to get this kill.
Huntskin first, but now Limp S4 does have a black hole, holding it for now, drops it on 2, no way to stop it. That's 1, and make it 2, baby. Double for FNG.
How many times this series will you call them Gambit because of FNG's tag? We haven't done it yet, which I'm surprised by. I think it's got to happen at least once. James, he tries to hook shot to his escape, but
that was a little sad. That hook shot was like mid-connection.
To be fair, he was also hooking into Limp, so I don't know if that would have saved him.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think of the rest of the players as Gambit. I don't know. This one, for some reason,
You'll be okay.
is a
You're not going to
pretty
blow it.
hardwired alliance. Now, the current Team Liquid squad, I still call them alliance about 3 times a match.
Excellent.
So we'll have that to look forward to in our 3rd series today when it is Liquid versus NIP, I think.
Consider me looking forward to it along with everyone else, I'm sure.
That'll
We got an E-Blade, guys. Morphling.
Wow.
He's pretty good with this item. He is,
I'm starting to hate watching professional Morphling players because it just triggers my jealousy. I
'cause
cannot
they're, like,
play
so much
Morphling
better at it?
at all.
Yeah.
You know, there's like that handful of heroes. Like every player has it. No player in Dota can play every single hero well. Everybody has that one. Just like this guy doesn't resonate with me. You know, like Meepo, I understand what to do, but I still can't do it. Morphling is just on another level. He doesn't feel like a Dota hero. He feels like an alien that's like half Rubik, half water shotgun. He's like a super soaker
Now,
with spell.
if you could pick any hero to just instantly master, who would you pick?
Ooh, Morphling's pretty high up there, dude.
It would have to be, I feel like it'd be Morphling or maybe Invoker just for like the swag value.
Yeah. If you could just Matrix that shit.
Yeah.
Just I downloaded Kung Fu. Okay, S4 though.
S4.
Speaking of Kung Fu, not gonna save him here, but maybe Hanskin can. Haunt, dunk, a lot of damage on both sides, but S4 does fall first.
Oh no, James!
He hook shots the illusion. Oh, James. You poor devil.
He's
Can the
good.
Oracle save him? Certainly looks so.
Eknar's got to bring us some more salves here. They've saved him a couple times, but he's run out now.
Baby. He's thinking about having to go. He's going to jump in. Shows off the E-Blade. Just tickles a little bit. Now James on the backside. Blocks him out with some cog.
Mastery's going for it.
He wants this. Yules comes out onto the Ember. Nico barely makes it away.
The flare. Oh, the Fisher.
Terrifying flames. Healing him back up. Hanskin blinks out. Empire, they want more. So much more. And they won't find it. Oh, James. Did he go too
But it's
deep here?
James.
FNG, one more auto attack.
Oh, he saved.
Did the math, but no.
Oh no, but there's no ulti.
Oh, Hanskin gets him. Okay, they get S4 on the backside here, but Mastery is in deep, and now he's lost the Exorcism. Does not have a TP scroll or a Yules.
Yeah,
so,
and Limp has the Yules, so he's not getting out of here.
Yeah, this is going to be a tall order to make this escape. There you go, Nico baby, now dominating 4-1-0 on this Morphling. However, all this skirmishing has helped the Spectre. Spectre's ahead of him by a couple hundred net worth right now,
That's
past
true.
the Radiance. So the scales have tipped just a little bit from a carry perspective. Of course, Alliance still have this gold advantage.
The hardest part about that fight was it was kind of good because they held Mastery's ultimate for so long with the Exorcism, but they just never wanted to commit because they were too scared that Alliance were going to get back out. But Alliance were also still so hungry for kills, they kept using a lot of their like mobility spells, like waveforming in, using a lot of the remnants, and finally Master's just like I don't think they can get out of here, guys. We gotta pop this ulti. And they were so close to getting Nico baby, but the waveform came back and he managed to escape. That would have been a really big kill for them to try and get back into this game. But now they at least have the level 2 and the Exorcism as well, because I'm pretty sure when he popped it was still level 1.
Arc Warden might be pretty high on my list of heroes that instantly master.
Well, if instantly master means that you do like the best possible move at every single second, like some sort of like a tool assist robot kind of deal, Arc Warden or Invoker would be pretty crazy.
If you could become an immortal level player in any hero, maybe master.
No, I want like full on. You're a robot, you know.
So you're open AI.
Yeah,
What
I don't
hero
want
do
a
you spam?
realistic thing you can learn. I want like some next level shit. I want people to be like reporting you after every game.
All right. Well, still a pretty small lead for Alliance, but I think Alliance have the better late game, which is what is continually concerning me for it. Empire don't have terrible late game, but I wouldn't feel comfortable just sitting back and letting things farm evenly if I were on the...
There's just a couple of heroes that make me sad. It's like there's AA. AA going late game is just so frustrating for a Spectre because you're just such a humongous target that you will get Shatter Blasted. Like, it's gonna happen, you know? Or Ice Blasted. I keep calling it Shatter Blast because of the cosmetic. You'll keep getting Ice Blasted, like, over and over. And, you know that's just gonna reduce the effectiveness of the hero by a big chunk.
Well, smoke now. Dire, hungry for blood.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But will they find it? Will these gosh darn vampires get a snack? Looks like FNG are caught by the hook shot.
Remember, like, 15 minutes ago when Mastery ran in here and ulted this tower and it's still standing?
I do remember that.
And will they now get it with a hook shot committed onto a position 5? It looks that way, man. Hanskin has the dunk.
Well, I don't know. They used the glyph here, Trent.
I'm pretty sure it's yeah.
Top tower is under attack.
If he's not diving in on this guy, it's a pretty sure sign. Oh, he didn't even get the kill, though.
Cool build from S4. Necrobook just straight into the BKB. For the Magic immunity. He just going pipe. Now, why hasn't he upgraded the pipe yet? He's got the hood locked.
This is the play that you do. You can double stack it.
Double?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So like now he's gonna pop it. Now you can undo it if the team fight actually breaks. Create the pipe.
Oh, S4 pops the BKB. Ooh. Black hole dies immediately. Fight that Alliance wanted, getting chased down. FNG low. Smiling Knight trying to finish him off. We'll find that one. The Morphling be okay for now, but they've gotten 3. They also killed Ember.
And look, Hotskin mid. He's dead too. They just cleaned up 4. Now that was a haunt fight. That was crazy. He did 4,200 damage. Like, this is peak Spectre right now, right? Oh, the Morphling hasn't got onto that item past the E-Blade. Morphling wasn't even involved in that fight, so wasn't really that much he could do.
How did they kill the Ember? That was the
he got silenced up, and he was running off to the side, like over here, and the DP spells killed him, and I think with the Spirit Vessel too.
All right, into Roche we go. AA ulti does connect, but not going to do much. We an Aegis on the Spectre.
Has the clumsy net as well, actually, on Spawning Knight. Could be a pretty good tool to catch Limp off guard.
Manta, then into the Abyss. Trent, there are 2 items to me right now that seem to stand apart from the pack that are particularly good. Spirit Vessel and Abyssal Blade.
Pretty good reasoning. They look extremely strong.
I guess they've been recently buffed, but it's like they were items that were already pretty good, and now that you've got a little extra mobility on the Abyssal, and Spirit Vessel gives you an aura. Just everything about Spirit Vessel right now. Easy build up.
Do we get to play this too? Oh no! Oh, the players only get to play it. Darn.
Darn.
Oh, nuts.
I don't like the memory.
Good job with the memory one.
This is the memory one.
Which was the memory one?
It's not. Oh, it's not memory. I don't like the hero.
Oh yeah.
I don't like hunting.
How about Whack-A-Meepo?
I also don't like this one. I feel like this is Wacka who has the ping advantage.
Wow, this one seems pretty good.
Yeah, and unless you have a ping advantage.
I've only gotten the other one, the hero find one.
Oh,
I like how it's just some guy saying Meepo a bunch.
yeah, if they don't. The pro players are boycotting it. It gets old quick. What's the third one? It's the find a hero, Whack-A-Meepo, and musical chairs.
Oh yeah. I have seen that one, yeah.
Musical chairs. The pause ones are just okay. They were really cool when I first saw. I was like, this is awesome. And then, yeah, it gets old.
They should just put in like lightning trivia, and it should just be like really fast. I guess then people would abuse it. But, I mean, come on, it's trivia.
Yeah, I would like that better though.
Plus, it's way funnier to watch people that you're playing with get it wrong. Like, it should show everyone's answer. Like, I don't care about the percentages when I'm answering on the client or whatever, but it'd be really funny to be like, DP, you're an idiot. But then you get some real trash talk going in your game.
Oh, yeah. Just what my pubs need. More reasons for my team to flame each other.
See, I knew you were bad. You don't even know.
You don't even know your own talents, you idiot. Oh, God. Having flashbacks. Smiling Knight up top. He's about to be surrounded.
There's a lot of heroes here.
4 enemies nearby. You're not going to be smiling for long, Mr. Knight. Here come the TPs.
Oh, there. His friends are here. That's why he's smiling.
They save it. All right,
they have Haunt here, too.
Alliance, we are in deep. There's no black hole. There's the Haunt. They go in. S4 with the BKB. Nico Baby deep in the back line. Lightless getting low, but S4 and FNG have already fallen. It's not the fight that Alliance wanted. And now Nico, the baby, loses the BKB. Silence. Oh, lordy, Nico, baby. That's not what we wanted. Well, you were certainly right, bud. They had Haunt, and they weren't afraid to use it. Talk about your all-time backfire. They traded getting half HP on Spectre with Aegis for 3 of their heroes. That's a 2,500 swing, my friend.
I'm not sure what happened to Nico Baby. I don't understand how he had a 10-second BKB and then died versus these heroes.
Well, they killed him when the BKB expired. That's how.
Yeah, well, why didn't he just leave?
Well, because he thought he could kill the Invoker in the backline. Speaking of kills, Mastery up top does get hit by an Ice Blast, but they're gonna need more. All right, Limps here, and no support. They will get this kill on Mastery. Very nice.
Did the hookshot hit him? That's I don't know. Maybe it hit him. I thought it might have hit. I thought it just hit Illusions.
I think the hook shot was used in the middle of the fight. I don't know what it actually connected with, but it was in the middle of chaos.
Well, I'm just gonna assume it canceled.
But
well, I guess. Well, he has no TP. I'm just gonna assume it canceled his TP. That's what I'm going with.
Morphling?
Yeah.
I don't think that's what happened.
Well, I don't understand how he died then. That looked like a pretty clear bailout scenario to me, so I'm surprised they didn't just bail out, you know?
I mean, I guess we got a delay on the stream, so pull up the videotape, bud. You can see.
Nah, I'm good.
Attack.
I like the mystery. I look to the future. I don't dwell on the past.
I might have missed the TP, but I'm pretty sure he.
I think you're right, too.
BKB backline and just said, "I can kill."
I'll shot bottom. Oh, he's got him.
Did not. Yeah, S4 is dead. I caught it. I was waiting.
S4 bought a BKB and the good black holes ended.
Yep.
It's supposed to go the other way, my friend.
I'm empathizing with S4's game right now. I was ready and waiting for that gank to happen. Channeling it. Poor Enigma. He had such a good start. I'm not really sure what happened.
They lost their edge. Like, they lost the lead first off, and then the Roche went the way of Empire. So when the enemy team has Roche, you don't really want to be like running at towers, and that's kind of what he's hoping to facilitate a little bit right now, along with the good team play of the Black Hole, of course. So then he's relegated back to farming, and then Morphling's like, all right, well, I need another item because this BKB is not enough dispel for me right now. So everyone's just kind of chilling, and that's not that much fun for him.
Like, it makes you wonder, is there any merit to the blink before BKB this game so you can at least have some catch potential?
There's too many cancels, though. Like, it's
there. You're right, but it just still seems so obvious. It's like, all right, guys, Enigma's walking at us. I wonder what he's going to do.
Yeah, but they have lots of ways to set up good black holes. I think it's just been the fights have been very chaotic because they're doing a really good job of using the haunt to create, like, spread, and then they're just getting separated by the cogs and everything, and then, like, tornadoes and whatnot.
Well, yeah.
All the fights are starting on the terms of Empire. But, like, I do think there was this window where the BKB looked really good.
It did. It looked promising right when he picked it up.
Is under attack.
Oh, that's a big grab, though. They have the BKB now finished for Limp here, I believe.
Yes. So that's 3 BKBs for Alliance now. All cores ready to rock. Of course, the Blink Dagger's been on Hanskin for a while. Spectre has the Basher. Abyssal Blade Shred. Smart man. Hanskin in deep.
Yeah, he stayed up here for a while.
He's going to hand it over. There you go, Lightless.
He was 1 creep away from his 4 staff. I think he got a bit greedy. Wow, all of his gold is reliable. Look at that.
Who? Whom?
Hanskin. This guy's been doing the gold math. That's pretty cool.
How does that... Wow. So, and refresh me, it's only the passive gold game that's reliable now.
That is
right?
correct.
And everything else is unreliable?
Yeah.
Hero kills, towers, what have you?
Everything. I'm going to check again because that's something that's changed after a decade of Dota, but I'm pretty sure that's correct.
Even when I sit down and try to memorize those hard changes, I get self-conscious just boldly saying I know exactly what.
Oh, I know. I literally looked this up just the other day.
Yeah. Everything is a scary word when it comes to Dota mechanics.
And a lot of it is not even updated. Like, if you go to the wikis, they're just wrong. They don't even have
like the wikis just give it up.
Yeah, they really have. Yeah. Because I remember the last time I looked this up, all the wikis didn't have the last updated thing, so.
Thanks, Liquipedia.
Hey, man, they do us a massive service. Thank you to all the wikis. You know, I could just edit myself instead of complaining about it, so there you go. Instead, I just sit here and complain about it.
I don't
Just
know.
another millennial.
I don't know, man. Wikis are one of those weird things. Like it's all run on free labor, but the amount of traffic that stuff like Liquipedia gets is insane. Like, it is the resource. So I don't. Maybe they make money. Bo3 now from Alliance. They pack the pipe. What's the vision, boys?
This is what you're looking for. He's got the blink. He's got the BKB on S4. They're gonna bait out Nico, baby. How much HP are we working with on Smiling Knight? He's got the Abyssal, I believe, complete. Ooh, that's great timing. With a blink BKB, Black Hole, and now you just get Abyssal. S4 about to be real sad if he doesn't catch him.
Oh, smoke from Empire. Oh, the haunt. Here's the chaos. BKB from S4. Smiling
gotta go for it.
Deep. Black Hole, he does indeed. Follow up, gonna be there. No interrupts. They find it, though. And now Alliance.
Oh, they're shredded.
They do lose Eknart on the side of Empire, but Nico, baby, now low. No more BKB. Limp comes in. Buyback on the Oracle. He does manage to remnant away.
Why did Smiling Knight start running? I guess he was worried that Nico maybe could turn, but it looks a lot tankier than Limp. Nico maybe still stuck in the cogs here. He's gonna TP out.
Oh, the Abyssal!
Oh, but they knew Hanskin was in there too, but his TP has completed, so he's gonna get out.
Another disastrous fight for Alliance.
They can't find the big spells, the Echo Slams and the Black Holes, and that does come down to Spectre. Spectre, like we vision game from the Spectre and the Clockwork, and Spectre's just so good at interrupting those big plays that you want to make. Even when you have BKBs, like if the Hawk comes out before your BKB, that's already just gonna be like 3 seconds, right? Where you can't do anything either just from the right click or the radiance damage. And there's that Echo that they were saving, but
it's just not enough.
It's not.
Now there's no follow-up. FNG low does actually survive, ends up falling to the Smiling Knight. Limp forced back also. On scan.
He's got blink up.
Oh, he's here.
Oh no, he went for the short blink into the spider legs. This guy's crazy.
The unpredictability of the spider legs. Hook shot off the mark. They're throwing the book at him.
They have the scan.
The scan. Is he going to walk into it? It's close. Hanskin.
Oh, he walked in.
Oh, no. They know he's here, but now the blink into the courier. Spider legs not
I got him
from this one, buddy. He does get the courier. TP up in 2 seconds. Hanskin, he's cutting trees. This man is crazy. No.
Yes. Very nice.
No.
I mean, they just ran out of spells. I mean, they used everything twice.
All right. So, folks, if you're watching right now and you have ever said the words, I don't think spider legs are that good, you need to delete your lies and apologize, man.
I'm more impressed with the instant bounty as well for mastery. It's like, all right, we're killing this guy. Hey, guys, remember when they were going to get a tier 2 for free and then Hanska just started running up top? Tower was saved.
Power was saved. But now this Spectre is massive. Smiling Knight, 5k up on the Morphling. It's going to be a Butterfly coming up next. Already has the Eagle Song. Trent, my lad. Let's take a look at what Dota Plus thinks. 20% for Alliance. Actually 19. I just gifted them a percent. 1981.
It's a rounding
That's what
error.
the robots think.
And man, it's been heading that way. The Roche could be something to put things back in Alliance's favor. But like with the geography of the Roche pit, it might not be a place that Empire necessarily want to fight, especially if like the Haunt's down or something.
Okay, all right. Now, wait. Look at Nico, baby. He wants the Rapier. Is that a game changer? Do you think the Rapier could actually turn?
Well, it is a Butterfly, right? So it's like,
Right.
do I want an MKB or do I want a Rapier?
Yeah, fair enough. Here we go. Initiation. They're going to find Hanskin first. BKB from S4 does connect on 2 with the Black Hole, but where's the follow-up? Invoker stays live thanks to the false promise, and it's another bad fight for Alliance. They're trying to get out, minimize their losses. Limp low. S4 does finish off lightless. But Mastery does grab Hanskin. Buyback on the Invoker. Nico, baby, goes back in. That's his BKB now. It's turning into these small skirmishes. Buyback from the Shaker. Nico's all right. A very chaotic fight there.
So we get a buyback on the Invoker, though. But that all started with them hooking into Roche, which is kind of funny because I think the smoke popped from Hanskin sitting next to the pit, so they just assumed. But you don't usually see a blind hook when you have Flare, right?
True. Strike. Hanskin. Limp coming over. James also nearby. Point blank. Hook shot connects. Ice blast. Not not going to do much into the BKB. Nico Baby looking for a weak one. He wants a target.
30 seconds of no haunt.
Shotgun's just not there.
They need more, though. Oh, they could rush right into Roche, though. This might be a play, frankly. I think you just go for this.
Haunt in 15.
They could. They don't know, though. They don't have like the precise timings that we do, and with all the vision and everything. But
well, they know it's soon, though.
Yeah. But it's just like they're so far behind. They need something. You know what I mean?
I don't know if running into Roche is it.
They need a rapier. That's it. That's the something.
So. I think we might be at that point of they just need to buy time, and if that means letting Roche go.
Aegis Cheese Spectre is a terrifying force, though.
Yeah, throw your Shaker AA at it, you know? Let them try to make a big play. If they do, awesome. If they don't, well...
I will say, S4's at least getting off the black holes, though. Like, he's getting... That was on Invoker and Spectre, and it did result in the Invoker dying. And he had the Midnight Pulse down, too, so he's, like, getting his half done, but they're not finding the follow-up after. I guess part of it is because the BKBs are still a decent duration.
Shot up top. There's the haunt. They'll go in on FNG. And even diving the back line, it's Hanskin that falls first. Limp and S4, both able to survive, but both supports dead. And I think one of those is a dieback, right? Yep. Shaker. Sideline for 60. And this should open up the Roshan.
Is Limp going for this? Does he know how? Yeah, he's going to have a peek here.
Oh, there's the remnant.
Oh, he's in.
But the tornado, BKB does not get the snatch. Now Limp on the run. It's Abyssal though. Limp gonna be in some trouble. Black Hole buys him some time, but he's still down. A lot of follow-up damage. Meatball and S4 goes down. Smiling Knight now going blow for blow. Nico Baby gets the bash, and Nico, he's gonna be in trouble. They do get the Aegis. But I don't think Empire are worried. That was also a buyback from the Ember. A disastrous fight for Alliance.
Man, this game is... that whole mid-game, that one fight that they really needed from Empire completely turned that early game lead that they had. And just... a lot of that running around from Alliance, too, that really helped the Spectre get back into it.
Yeah. And it's almost like Empire baited them with hyper-aggression. Like, remember the first 10 minutes, we saw that really awkward, we'll call it a feed, trying to push that tier 1 tower with the exorcism. It's almost like Alliance got a little bit cocky from that early lead they found, and now Limp, he's going to get caught outside of the base. Almost stun lockdown. Will survive. Spirit Vessel. Not enough. Oh my gosh, it is.
The dagger chasing down too.
A dagger? Yeah, okay. Yeah. But still, the Spirit Vessel kept him low and stopped the healing so they could find him.
That is it. Empire.
That's GG.
Oh, bringing back the dynasty from hope to...
What did they do? You know what I mean, though? Didn't it almost feel like Alliance kind of got baited by that hyper-aggression? You know, the Morphling was in this sweet spot, and that sweet spot evaporated. It disappeared within a matter of minutes.
FY, he's found himself No-Tail out on his own.
He's trapped him.
There's No-Tail. Is he going to get any sort of backup? No, he's not. There's 3 still dead on OG. It'll be a slow and painful death here for No-Tail as Zame comes in for the kill secure.
I love the way that Chalice popped his BKB super early in that fight. He just knows, I just need to get my ulti off, and he cast it at a very safe range. He didn't wait for the last second of his BKB. He's not very greedy. I think that's a lot of the reason why they've been winning these team fights. Seb has been struggling, still about 1,000 gold away from his BKB.
I mean, yeah, this Brewmaster is a display of perfection, really. It's the highest level in the game with his Bloodseekers.
And and doing a ton of damage. He's one of the most damage in the game as an offlaner.
Now has full Shiva, so even more ways. He's pretty much itemized entirely just to be like, Ana, I'm ruining your game. I've got Radiance, I've got Shivas. You're going to struggle so much in these fights as Phantom Lancer.
Eric's did his best to keep Ana alive, and but Ana wasn't able to do damage because he was ruptured. He wasn't that low on HP, but still can't run around.
Seb.
Oh, I'm his ninjas here.
Got to be
Watch
careful
Jerax.
who shows up top. Indeed, Jerax. He's going out on his own. He doesn't expect Arme to have this invis rune. As Arme will show himself. Jerax goes across, but Somnus is there.
Somnus is not messing around rupturing.
No mercy. They're feeling very confident now at this point, getting these very advantageous team fights as well as getting kills on the split push too. Thompson though, will find X-Nova.
Seb, and as well, between the two of them, they'll take down the support edge. FY's going to come in though. He hasn't got anyone else with him at the moment. It is just FY, so just playing around with Seb.
He has no help around at all, and he's still just making Seb's life miserable.
He is toying with him. He's just making him not be able to come back. Look, they're already starting to rotate this Brewmaster and Bloodseeker too, and FY, he's ready to look for Seb.
Seb's got to get out.
Oh, Seb.
As indeed FY, the patience keeping that control on Seb, buying time for Chalice to come in. Ana is going to look towards the Tusk. Chalice is now there, does have Primal Split available if he wants to look to take this fight. Somnus coming in as well. As Ana, Seb look to hide in the trees. Can they get out of it? Ana's got a TP available. He's into the trees, he's going to show himself in the lane though. They're going to continue to head over. They are going to see Seb make it out in time. They don't have a stun. Ana, can he get out as well? He can. OG will avoid that rotation from PSG LGD.
FY is just so obnoxious there, following Seb for over a minute, just stalking him, trying to have his team come over.
So that's about, a minute without Aegis being used for LGD. They have 2 minutes left, I would say, to capitalize on this Aegis. Oh man, looks like he is level the PL.
Pretty much back to a 50-50. PSG LGD 2-1 up at the moment in this best of 5 grand finals. 1 game needed to secure the championship title. And at this point, they are ahead here in game 4.
No-Tail hasn't had time to gather a full army of Ancient Creeks. Right now, he just has the Ancient Black Dragon. You really want those other auras when you're at a big disadvantage in these team fights already.
Yeah, it's tough though, because Jerax doesn't want to be following around his Chen, giving him the Aghanim, so. As Thompson, see, he does have a Lincoln Sphere picked up, and they should have the BKB finished on Seb too. So that'll give him a little bit easier time to get those Blink Claws as he's been suffering to do so in the last few fights. And Somnus, I have Scotty picked up, about to be level 25 as well.
Yeah, they just need a couple more minutes on the side of OG before they're ready to fight. Wait for the Aegis to expire.
Seb, he's in, gets the call, the character's going to get FY, there with the snowball save. He's going to be fine, and now they turn to look towards the axe. The taunt's going to be out. Seb goes for the TP. They've got the stun to cancel though. Seb held back for now. Thompson trying to offer his best from the side to provide some sort of safety, as he will get Seb back. They're able to get Seb back to safety, and Thompson, he's running away. X-Nova's there with the wraparound, gets the slow off, gives the vision for the snowball. TP from No-Tail's coming in towards the shrine, but Thompson, he's trapped.
That's twice in the series that X-Nova just comes out of nowhere. Like, he's just on a warding expedition, then he just ends up wrapping behind these people constantly.
Perfect time.
Perfect timing, and has to send ton of creep to boot. And look at these deep wards that he's placed during that time that he was running around doing so. He now has full vision of OG. He sees Ana farming these Ancients right now.
Oh, Ana. FY just giving so much information for the team. He's got eyes on him. Get the punch on the wrong target, but the snowball pass will catch Ana. Ana, he's in trouble. The Blood Bright Silence connects. He's got the Manta back up in a second, but can he really play his way out of this one? He cannot. Ana down for a minute and a half.
Just having all this vision. X-Nova throughout this whole tournament has had the best vision in every situation, even when you wouldn't expect it. They're just like, oh, they're fighting on the left side. They're not going to have vision over here. But no, X-Nova always seems to have those prepared in every situation.
And he has some incredible foresight to be able to have these wards that just lead to really clutch pickoffs. And Axe has not spent his money on BKB. He has the money, but he might be looking to save for buyback.
We'll see if any of the buybacks do get forced out. Thompson's still dead for 15. Ideally, he doesn't buy back it. They may have to buy back on Ana. He's gone for 50 seconds. The split coming out from Chalice. He's ready to push in, look for the stun on No-Tail to hold back the Chen as the mid-racks are exposed. PSG LGD, 40 minutes in, able to open into the base and clean out this mid lane of Brax. Still Ana holding on to that buyback.
And they're going to keep going here. They've really want to force this PL to come back here.
Stun onto Thompson. He will blink dodge it. But another tier 3 tower falling incredibly fast. They really don't want to use it. Seb jumps in, gets the call onto FY. There's the buyback. The Cataclysm isn't enough to do anything. It isn't. PSG LGD still fighting strong. Thompson getting focused by Somnus. Seb taken down by Arme. The triple buybacks now out. Azana in trouble. He's pulled back for this one. The deafening blast onto the three of them. Knocks them back. Banana gets focused. Seb! He's in with the call. He has the control onto the morphing Somnus. Now being chased by Thompson. Blinks in with the cold snap. The PL army's on top of it. They get Somnus too. As OG, they have to expend 3 buybacks, but they hold on to the top rack. Somnus now down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's 400 gold short of it. It's up in about 8 seconds. OG, they have to make so much happen here. They have to push out all their lanes. 2 of the side lanes are already gone, but I think trying to get some kills here, like on FY here, would be very ideal.
I mean, look how close the Brew is at 25. I mean,
So close.
With that primal split cooldown.
Oh, Thompson, he sees it FY. He's used the snowball, he turns with the combo FY with the self-fuels, but OG, they've surrounded him. Seb jumps in with the call, the blade mail, FY's gone.
Instant buyback from FY.
Still that scary, scary time for LGD. 75 seconds without Somnus. OG have the full 5-man pushing in all 3 lanes at the same time as they approach LGD's base.
I don't even know if I give a head for this team fight. I mean, LGD are been gold, but no blood take over 60 seconds. This could be disastrous.
He's got a full BKB on Seb as well.
Chalice really wants to hit level 25 before he pops that primal split. So close.
Just got to be careful, Seb. Looking for that blink initiation.
Chalice is stepping back. They give him the tome. He needed like 5 experience, and they gave him the tome just to make sure that he gets it anyway. Just playing as safe as possible here.
Looks like OG don't feel that the window is big enough for them to push in whilst this Bloodseeker's still dead. They'll back away.
They can't count. They fought back 3 heroes. They weren't able to get any T3s, and there's no Roshan up yet. Big Daddy No Tail's praying for a Rosh right now so they can get that refresher, but it's not going to be up. And maybe we'll dodge a bullet.
At least they got a good amount of economy off that, right? It was up to a 15k gold advantage, and they chunked it down to 7. Same thing with experience. So they did get quite a lot out of that one, but they ideally wanted to get at least one of those sets of racks to get some momentum pushing in with those 3 buybacks used.
Absolutely, it is this really scary moment of the game now for OG. We're about 5-6 minutes still without those buybacks available. If PSG LGD can find that one team fight, it could be the team fight to win TI in this window of time that they now have presented to themselves.
Ana's gone full in for that butterfly too. As they pick up also an Aeon discount Jeremy, so protected in O. DD did spawn, however, was killed.
It's also pretty scary for Maybe right now. He only has a 5-second BKB, and he does a lot of damage and will get wrecked by the X-Blade Mail Call if he finds him, especially with his BKB now. There's not that many ways to stop him.
It's just all about FY and Chalice, right? Just either saving or just getting into the midst of the fights and not allowing OG to get the picks.
And the spark, it's going to be dispelled.
Let's get dispelled.
He's in the trees, they're on the high ground, they've got the vision with the Shiva's covered, Anna's on his way over, they've got the snowball down, there's the Catapult Seb, jumps in, he's able to find the call onto Challenge, but Challenge already got the BKB out, the Sunstride's going to be down onto FY, but FY will survive. Seb pots the BKB, he'll try and stand his ground, but Seb, he's going to go down, no buyback on the axe, as Jerax as well, surrounded by PSG LGD, the Eon Disc will proc, but they'll fight through it.
He has to buy back immediately.
Look at these creep track by these Force Spirits. On the bottom room, they have no creeps in the mid lane.
Sienna still holding on to that buyback on Jerax. But as Ben said, the creeps aren't here.
It's backdoor. Can they breach through it? It's not looking like it right now. Maybe everyone hitting the same one.
That creep cutting isn't enough to hold OG in the game.
You see No Tail's already running to just, he doesn't care. He's going to throw his life for this. He needs to just keep these creeps out of the base to keep that back door up. He doesn't care if he dies.
Which he certainly will. As they get upon him, they find his life. 1 minute now without No Tail and without Seb. Thompson, Anna, and Jerax. The only 3 heroes that can offer their defense during this final minute, this final stand.
Jerax is really trying to hold on to his buyback.
As Chalice split of course up once again. They're finishing off this second set of racks. He's got the Cyclone holding Anna up in the skies. As this Rax on the top lane will fall. The melee Rax gone. PSG LGD playing this carefully. As they'll go down towards the bottom as well. Arme, doppelgangers. He's losing a fair bit of mana into the PL. Still able to shift back into that Morphling if needs be. As OG, they will lose that top Rax, but they won't lose the game. PSG LGD are playing it safe. They know how close they are to victory, and they will not throw it away.
And they know that the Roche is probably respawning pretty soon, and it actually is up, so that is that refresher shard. They already have pretty much infinite primal splits up anyway, but they feel very confident here.
They weren't able to de-ward that ward in the mid lane, so it looks like they are going for a Roche fake out.
So, Anna is on top of X-Nova. The Ghost Step's going to be the set. He's in. The call, the MP, the cannon, but FY is in. He's able to get the save off in time to keep this man alive. But he's got it off. Chalice is down. Buyback from X-Nova and Chalice. FY with the Invis. Somnus looking to get involved. Pots the BKB to get over the ice wall. They get on top of Seb. Seb's in trouble. Seb's gone. The axe down once again for 90 seconds. As now FY giving them the vision, but they see him. Got the doppelganger to jump away from the snowball. The snowball over to Thompson. The self-fuels. FY trying to buy time for the rest of LGD to come in. Again, up into the air. Arme straight on top of Notel. FY will fall. Arme looking towards Notel. Notel pops the hand and got, but Notel beat it down by Arme and Somnus. Chalice gets the primal split off as Anna. He's been left behind in Thompson. He's got to do something incredible in terms of the combo. Can he find the angle? Jerax coming in, keeping Anna alive. Anna with the doppelganger. The deafening blast comes out onto the two of them. Anna trying to go in, looking for the kill. Can he find it in time onto X-Nova? He's on top of him, trying to beat him down. Anna again with the doppelganger, now retreating back towards the base. As X-Nova will survive. Jerax back in, the combo. Meatball down onto Chalice, but Chalice is so tanky. Boss the Shiva's gone. He's on top of Jerax. Jerax is gone. Anna as well. Can he really fight back against the Somnus, and X-Nova is so low? As the buyback for Jerax comes in, he's healing Anna back up. That buyback could set them up for the kill on X-Nova. The cold snap down onto the Charger. They find him. Arme, he's out of mana. He's starting to shift into the strength, but he's surrounded. OG, can they find the ball? They can. OG are still in the game. Arme buys back immediately. But now it's PSG LGD's turn to be without two of their supports. Seb's going to be back up in 8 seconds.
Oh my god, that buyback from Jerax onto that shrine, being able to save Ana, but Ana also toying with them with that doppel. He sent the illusion. They thought that was the real one. They actually couldn't finish him off, even though they got the thirst vision of him for a second.
With the level 25 talent on the doppelganger, it's really hard to kill him.
Seb,
Yeah.
he's looking straight for the play. Can he find Somnus? He's hunting. Somnus, he's there, Seb. He'll see him. Oh, doesn't get the call though, and now Seb. He'll be ruptured. They're looking at him, but Anna, he's straight in on top of Somnus. Somnus puts the BKB. Anna again with the double. They see Cataclysm coming out. And Somnus still alive. Anna will be able to force him away. They've got the head. They've got the control. They're on top of him. Can they kill him in time? They can. Chalice got for 2 minutes. And Seb, he's finding, looking for Arme. Big Daddy No-Tail gets the penitence out. Only onto the illusion though. Arme able to waveform up to the high ground. As Arme should be fine here.
Thompson's got the ghost, he's got Hex
maybe
up soon too.
Oh, the doppelganger Arme's over the trees. Can he hide his way out of this?
No, back, real one.
Goes for the waveform. Seb tries for the call, but he's already out of there. Nice, nice play from Arme.
And he buys so much time too for his team there. The Brewmaster was dead for 120 seconds, now only 90.
Still a big window for OG. They're only without Jerax for the same amount of time. And that lead the PSG LGD had, it is going down a little bit. Only 4K, 5K at the moment with these last few fights. Obviously the 25 is now coming out on OG. Thompson's into the pit.
What a timely DD coming out for him too. I don't think they expected to be taken out as fast. He's almost able to solo it with the help of these summons. And that's a refresher shot. There's no way to get this. There's no way LGD can come.
Oh, and the Seb level 25 too. That extra Berserker's Call AoE. It catches people out. They don't expect it.
It does not feel like OG T-Rex now. At all.
The Berserker's Call now is, I mean, the AoE is really massive now when you have that talent.
It's so hard to play against. Can PSG LGD do it? They've got the Basher now for Somnus. For just a 2K lead with those last big comeback plays.
That's good.
Yeah, that's the answer. Wait, I think he said good casters. Yeah, I don't know when they're coming.
Sorry guys, Suns fan streaming Valorant. He's busy.
All right, we got a draft coming, guys.
Okay, so wait, I gotta fix though. We got who's dire this time? Alliance is dire. You know what that means, Trent? I gotta swap the fighters.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, let's here. All right, we got cameras this time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
Look how beautiful Trent and I are. We're gonna get into game number 2 now.
Found my epic hoodie just for these guys. Thanks
You
for
have
being
an epic
organizers. I do.
I didn't get. Why didn't they just send me free swag?
Because it's from their land.
Alliances turn.
Oh.
Too soon. These
So.
lands I've never worked.
It was fun. First time in Russia. Good time.
I would like.
But game 2.
Here we go.
Ta-da.
Some similar bands, huh, bud?
I think pretty much the same, except the DP's there. The Chen's not banned yet, who I think was there. Let's see. We'll have to bring up our little listy list here. And Shishi, yeah, she was first this time. Oh, the API is unavailable. All right, well, it looks like it's still cracking its way through. Some of them are slipped through. Queen of Pain is not banned yet. We have the Nature's Prophet, not banned yet. So that's our 2 big ones sticking out.
Twitch chat said, I was interested in Path of Exile, but your description just put me off of it completely. Thank you, Twitch chat. I love it. Void Spirit, huh? This hero still pretty high ban priority.
I think it's a very good alliance hero.
Yes, that's true. How come he has stayed the course, but Snapfire has just fallen off completely? Over nerfed? Is that kind of the consensus?
He's way more versatile, and she is very dependent on her ulti, I think, and her ulti just got kind of canned. You know?
What do you do to fix her, though? Is it just straight coefficients? Just give her a little more damage and she's right back to where she used to be? I miss
I
her.
think she
You know, I
had
like
to be
watching her.
overpowered to be played because her kit is like... Some of her kit's just kind of weird, though. You know what I mean?
10 seconds remaining.
It's like she has this like shotgun thing and this hoppy thing, and then I don't know. It's not like the most synergistic kit that can just like do a certain thing, if that makes sense. I don't know. She doesn't have like big playmaking without her ulti, and then her ulti just got way tuned down. So then she just feels kind of weird to me.
She's a little jack of all trades type. You know, where she's got the save. She's like sort of an initiator, sort of has a save.
Right, and then
has damage, but it's all follow up, and it's not like guaranteed damage with the ult. You can kind of dodge it if you run in a weird pattern.
And then the problem, the reason why I say all that shit is that then it's just like, well, why wouldn't I just pick another hero that is better at these things that I'm picking her for? Right? That's where that hero makes me think of. Is like, surely there's another hero to do this that's better. But speaking of the best heroes, it's the Trends IRA favorite. It's Witch Doctor.
Hell,
we're gonna get him.
I love it.
Probably most popular 5 it seems right now.
Now, Trent, do you want to give me a little credit for pointing out how good
a
Witch
lot of
Doctor
credit.
was?
I don't think you were right for the right reasons, but damn it, you were right anyway, so fine, you can have him.
I sniped this, all right? I was toting the Witch Doctor when you were talking shit, and then all of a sudden you're like, well, now it looks like some people are playing Witch Doctor.
Ashamedly accurate.
The hallmark I always go back to is his versatility. Like, he is one of few 5s that can actually kill people that are really tanky, shut down the bruisers with the Maledict, and then you've also got the heal from the Voodoo.
Yeah.
That combo, that juxtaposition, if you will, it just makes him a very solid pick in these kind of... Now you got 2 stuns for Alliance. However, he does not like playing against Clockwork. I can tell you that.
No. So again, it should be pretty good games for James, if we assume he'll be taking it. And it's a stark contrast to the Ancient Apparition, right? Pretty much the exact opposite, whereas Witch Doctor is a almost exclusively laning focused position 5. Sure, he's still like good in the mid game with Maledict and ultis and stuff, and he can still hit his spells, but you get the most value out of this guy when it's the actual laning stage itself, because he can pretty much give anyone a good time.
Pretty much, yeah. Prophet Clockwork. Hello, Global.
Turn to ban.
Hello, Mobility.
Who are we missing from these first bans? That... Oh, the Nature's Prophet, right. Okay, so that was the replacement of the Death Prophet, and then they just end up taking it. I guess that kind of makes sense then.
When are we going to get a patch, Trent? When are we going to see Queen of Pain not be viable in every role?
when the Arcana has sold enough.
So you think that this was all part of a strategy? We developed a meta where Queen of Pain was a sleeper to come all the way up so she'd be on the top of the meta
I didn't say
when
that.
the Arcana comes out.
No, I didn't say that.
That is genius.
I said that's when they'll nerf her. I think it's very different. I think there's some serendipity, serendipitous circumstances that one might take longer advantage of when there's no lands
10
anyway.
seconds remaining.
There was a man on the Titanic that said, a
5
real man
seconds
makes his own luck. You think Valve just gets lucky? You
that what
think
he
this
said?
billion-dollar company gets lucky? Yes, that is what Billy Zane says in that movie to Jack. A real man makes his own luck. Right, Dawson?
Oh, and then there's an iceberg.
Yeah.
Nice one, dude. Sick luck.
I think if you were a wealthy aristocrat in, the 1920s, yeah, it was pretty easy to say, quote, real men make their own luck. Yes, I was born into money. Molasses. Easy. Survival of the fittest, you idiots.
Radiant team pick.
What do we got? It's a Dazzle. Oh!
Whoa.
So what position is this?
That's probably a 3 Dazzle, yeah.
Yeah, all right. I've heard Jenkins was telling me about this. I think he said, oh shit, who was it? Was it Monkeys? Told me Monkeys has been farming MMR right now, just playing Bat Rider, Quap, Dazzle, position 3 every single game. He said that's his rotation, because I guess Bat and Quap get banned.
I mean, what are, you start thinking of broken items right now, Necro and Spirit Vessel, and Dazzle could go both of those. Anyone who can build the really strong items and it synergizes very well with their kit, it makes sense. Plus, he also just plays well in terms of the timing of Dota right now.
Yeah. Support Dazzle doesn't feel nearly as good as it used to.
Oh, Support Dazzle feels awful. I don't remember the last time Support Dazzle felt good. Grave just does not feel like a good spell.
It doesn't even feel good in my pub games.
Nah.
I just feel useless.
Yeah.
Like, don't worry, I'll save you. And then there's no saving them.
No.
The poison has finally been tuned down. And I'll be real. The poison was overpowered for a pretty long time. So you can't complain. But it feels like Support Dazzle is only good when you get stuck in those really weird, late game, 50-minute plus, and you're level 18 and you've got Guardian.
And you would have won anyway with any other 5.
Yeah, pretty much, right? And that's generally points towards, okay, this hero is probably a little better on the core role. Because you got to remember, all that cooldown reduction, it works on items like Pipe, like Guardian Greaves, all this stuff, and it allows you to be a crazy utility hero. With Guardians, I keep bringing that up because it reduces the cooldown of the thing that prevents you from getting healed by Guardians again. So it adds a stupid amount of sustainability to your team. Guardians on a 50% cooldown. Necros.
Another Luna game. This is something they've been playing quite a bit, and on Empire. I guess everyone's been playing Luna quite a bit. I feel like the ending of Blast was lots of Luna games.
Oh, you guys are right. Sorry.
What did you do?
There's 2 different score boxes.
Oh, did you break the overlay thing?
Well, no, I didn't break it, but you have to put
it's hard, guys. He's running the whole production. We're gonna cut him a little bit of slack.
Now, guys, there's not one data point. I have to put the score in the boxes for the schedule and the in-game overlay.
He should have made more luck.
10 seconds remaining.
Underlord's gonna get banned out here.
5 seconds.
That would have been the probably mid prophet. I guess they were thinking. I guess theoretically it could be the mid Underlord too. We've seen that on a couple teams. I think mid one actually brought that out again. He's the only guy I see still trying to make that work, because he's had a couple historic really good games on the mid Underlord, and then you see someone else do it and you're just like, oh god, this is awful. But alas, he won't be here. Man, this was where DK would always pop up in all our games before, but now he just gets banned out every game. Kunkka looks alright still. Always a pretty big Kunkka fan. Their tower pressure is it's okay, but their early game tower pressure is kind of bad because it's only Nature's Prophet, because Luna's just gonna be in the jungle. Let's be real. She's not showing up to do anything. And then they need a decent matchup versus
tower
Ember.
pressure, though. Alliance does not have much in the way of tower pressure.
No, they have just the Dazzle push.
Alliances turn to
Dazzle heals creeps. That is true. Whoa. LC.
So they will keep the Prophet mid, and they'll more than likely and put the Legion to the side lane.
Okay, well, a good tool against Ember for sure. Some hard lockdown. Interesting to pick LC into Dazzle though. I would say that Dazzle is generally considered kind of a counter pick to the duel with the Shallow Grave.
That's true.
10
Even if
seconds.
the grave doesn't save them, at least you can have some help.
Yeah, it's like just something that mitigates duel damage. It's very annoying from the LC perspective if you have a couple what would be like guaranteed damage duels in pretty much any other scenario. It's rough. And like even Earthshaker, Witch Doctor, like they have a lot of ways to interrupt duels from going smoothly.
We still have Morph. Again, just I see like Luna and I'm thinking decent.
We didn't see them go for that Morph Shaker Ags combo in game 1, but it is always something that you got to keep in the back of your mind.
Especially when there's a Willow too.
Yeah.
But the AM didn't get banned at this time either. Could
Lark
definitely see
possibility
that.
here.
Schlarky Malarkey.
Seem like a particularly good or bad Slark game. The mobility can be nice to try to initiate.
Could be a TV game if it wasn't for the Legion. I wonder if that's also partially why. It's generally like fairly good versus the hero.
I guess Legion is a bit of a deterrent to some of those more mobile. It gives you a catch on the Slark.
Just the illusion heroes too, right?
Yeah, yeah. They definitely don't want PL now.
They might.
Sit.
I could still see them going for something like that. Yeah, they'll take the
They go
Slarky
Slark.
Malarkey. So
I know my Nico, baby.
That's
Trev.
true.
If there's one thing I know, he likes Slark and Morphling.
I mean, Slark versus Clockwork feels pretty good. Versus Legion, it's okay. But there's nothing that says to me like bad Slark game. The only problem could be like the Orchid Prophet, theoretically, if he gets like a really good timing and catches you.
I actually thought they might consider Huskar since they had the Dazzle. It's another hero that I think Nico Baby has played a time or two.
Well, also Limp could have played it mid theoretically versus the Prophet.
True. Yeah, that could have been interesting. So it is indeed the S4 Dazzle. So that will be our position 3, and Hanskin will take the Shaker again. I think Hanskin's just like, oh, for fuck's sake, another Clockwork game.
Yeah, it's a Clockwork, and then it's not even like we got rid of the Spectre, so at least that's gone for helping the Echo Slams in the mid game. But you start looking at some of these other heroes, and you could get hit by a Wayward Prophet ulti. Dark Willow has really long range of initiation and annoying spells for Earthshaker. Like she's gonna have a Yule, so she might like precast on you if she sees you. She might just put the Cursed Crown on you, which can really be obnoxious as an Earthshaker too. And even just like Legion Commander to save people getting fissured from a long way. Not great.
I really don't like this Dark Willow cosmetic. I really hate it.
But the cat blinks.
It reminds me of like that. I don't know. It's like what
It looks out of place.
Yeah, it's like when people go to the party store at Halloween and make some cheap ass like, I'm a Halloween witch costume, and it's like you're not really a witch and you're just wearing generic.
Oh, you're not really a witch. Well, yeah, that's.
I made a candy corn necklace. You know, that kind of witch. You know, like look at her leggings. Just like, look, Halloween colors. I'm orange. Oh, it's just I hate it. It looks like a League of Legends skin. You know, it's too basic. I hate to use this offensive word, Trent, but it's a little too Karen-y for me. It reminds me of like the classic Karen, I'm doing Halloween without doing Halloween. And I'm just going to go ahead and speak up and get that on the record.
Wow, I really wanted to make a stand here today. That's so bold of you in this time of political divisiveness that you are willing to stand up for what you believe in.
I will say, I think some of it is that I really like the basic Willow skin. I don't think this is an upgrade. I think Willow looks really cool with her default. And to me, this one is, I just paid to downgrade. So, sorry.
Yeah, it was one of the rare ones too, though. You know, this was a hard one to get. You got to flex.
I am waiting for the gender bend LC though. Now that we've opened that can of worms with Anti-Mage, I want the manly LC.
I'm ready to watch Sunsfan stream that for 24 hours straight.
Me too.
Well, he'd probably have the man on a horse in like constant loop.
Is that what he said? Is that like the Suns fan guarantee? If they do the gender bend, he's going to do
I'm sure we can make it so. I don't think he said that, but I don't think it would be hard to convince him.
We could just utilize collective peer pressure.
Yes, that I think we definitely could. He's very susceptible to peer pressure. Sunsfan's easy to to bring in.
If that were true, then he wouldn't still be playing Artifact, I think.
Got him there.
Begins.
All right. Alrighty. So which draft do you like better? Do you like this Alliance roster? Because I really liked Alliance team in game 1, and I definitely underestimated the Spectre. Empire looked a lot better than I thought they would, so that's thrown me off a little bit in my game 2 prediction. I think just draft-wise, I do like what Alliance has a lot. I'm having trouble wagering against a Dazzle Witch Doctor lineup. This was a smart drafter on this.
I like the 10th pick Slark. I just have a hard time going against Alliance when I see a good last pick for Nico Baby, and I thought that last game too with the Morphling, I thought he'd have a better time, but the rest of his team wasn't quite able to keep up, and then that caused him to fall behind too. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Alliance again, despite being wrong the first time. But very impressed by Empire in game 1, no doubt, as they will also connect the Brambles on top of the S4.
S4, I think he's okay to live here. They should be able to keep Eknart at bay, and they do.
That was a lot of damage for very little commitment, though. That was 1 battery assault, a little bit of HP, and then 1 Bramble.
Salve and a Tango for S4.
Yeah. And they've created a matchup now for Nico Baby where he's 1v1 versus the Legion Commander, which seems very good for Alliance right now.
Is it? I guess this is another one of these melee matchups where both these heroes are pretty good against melee heroes.
Yeah, but it's just, nothing beats the Essence ship.
Yeah,
I can see how it can like start getting worse, right? When the levels start stacking up and there's more spamming of the overwhelming odds. But that's why Nico Baby is trying to like kind of assert dominance right now, right?
Yeah.
Just like constantly getting as many right clicks as you can, try and burn through that regen.
It's LC will farm, but it's good for the Slark because he can pretty much free farm himself.
The mid lane's interesting too, though, because he starts with the Blightstone on the Prophet, and you know that's going to be a lot of damage. So he's like forcing back Limp already, because you think of Ember and you think, oh, he's got like AoE and stuff. That should be pretty good versus Treants, but he also is just like, he's not a super high armor hero like Stormspirit or something, where you're just like, why does this guy have so much armor? This guy's just chilling with 4 right now, and then the Blightstone hits down to 2 with the Treants right-clicking him. And he has no way to break it as the Prophet, but at the same time, quite a bit of damage just from pure right clicks. Is they will grab a kill.
Get the kill on FNG.
He did get the Maledict off first, though. He's dead, I think. Oh my god, 8 HP!
Next time.
It seems Empire have the superior tri-lane up. It is a little awkward.
Oh, Hanskin.
Bottom lane for the Slark. Is Hunskin dead here? In comes FNG. He takes the Lucent Beam, and yeah, that'll be the end of him.
That should be Eknart dead too, though.
Yeah, he knows it. Walks back.
Oh, nice play, though.
It's on the Dazzle. This is going to set it up. S4, of course, no grave at level 2. Stick charges. They'll need 2 more. Gets off the heal.
Another salve. Oh, he's going to get him. Oh, he walked into it.
Oh, S4.
That ward. That is such an annoying ward to play against. And they just brought Hanskin back, and he didn't bring a sentry either. Even though they probably know after that.
So look at this down bottom. Mastery's just cutting.
Smiling Knight just got hit by a Maledict and a poison up top, though, while they grab Hanskin again in the cogs. 2 games in a row. Man, top left. Hanskin's just done for the day.
Yeah, this is tilting here. The clockwork just so good in these scenarios. He's tanky, and the battery assault is just hard to deal with.
Jeez, we cannot watch any of the lanes right now. Is yeah, down bottom, good choice here. Prime Mastery, right? Just gonna start cutting all the way up here. Excellent play.
Now, the one upside here for Alliance is this is not that great for Luna right now.
He can't bring his courier with the boots and the wand and everything. All right, they got level 5. Now you can just
fly in now. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, it will start to benefit Smiling Knight more. But you look at net worth, and like Smiling Knight is even with the Dazzle right now. This is more about making space in the other lanes. They are going to find more kills. S4 blocked inside of the cogs. Still no point in grave. Looking for a turn onto Eknart, but just can't do it. This clockwork stays ticking, and they get the kill on S4 first. Trade 1 for 1.
Yeah, James is making a call for. He wants to keep falling. He's got Bramble too. Oh, James, you going for this? The solo
order. FNG still alive for now. They set it up for Smiling Knight.
Man, nice job, James.
The fissure. James blocked out, but finds a spot in the trees. So mid lane is pretty darn even. Lightless with a deny advantage, just glance at the net worth, and yeah, he's got a 200 net worth favor over the Ember.
Makes sense.
We'll call it pretty even. And down bottom, also even, but favoring the Slark. So, is this worth it for Alliance? You're obviously losing top, but you are creating a scenario where your Slark is getting a better lane than the Luna, at least in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, Luna has the comeback potential for sure. I mean, she's not that far behind. She's only like 400 gold behind the Slark. Wait.
No, I just mean like judging this on a lost try lane isn't really fair in the game.
Nico Baby's going for it down bottom with the ulti here. I don't think that was worth it. Speaking of worth it, he's a TP home. They cancel his TP. Oh, Nico Baby.
Decisive.
I don't know what just happened there.
Up top, Eknart. S4 this time they'll find the kill first, but stunned up. The Dazzle in trouble. They don't quite have the damage. S4 still alive. No, James will find it. It's another 1-for-1.
Man, this is a messy game in that top lane. And it's down bottom. Well, in the middle, I should say. Limp is trying to get this rune, and he will, of course, beat out Atrium. Oh, he had a double stack with the Remnant there. He's like, I need this rune.
We'll get it. The mid lane is getting harder for him. Profit now 42-9 compared to the 34-2. That gap is growing up to about 400 favor for the Profit.
Yeah, but he has kill potential at this point too, so it's actually not a real problem.
It's not terrible.
Like, Lightless can't really stand there right now, I don't think. They have to send Smiling Knight home as he is maledicted.
And Eknart on the run. Willow going to be on the run. Certainly a good trade for Alliance so far. If they can find a couple kills here, that'd be great. No fissure. Eknart stunned up. They actually get the bounce on the cast. Cursed Crown, though, and FNG not stunned. It does connect.
Maledict, Fissure, and Poison. Is that going to be enough?
I think so. Yeah, the Poison's going to push it over. But now Eknart comes back, has FNG locked in the cogs. Oh, Wrath of Nature from downtown.
It's a complete bloodbath up there.
It really is.
And I think everyone else is just 0-0-0, right? It's just the top lane.
Prophet just picked up an assist thanks to that. Oh
yeah. Fair enough.
You are not wrong, though. And Lightless just wants Orchid first item. I actually don't see the Orchid rush on Prophet that often. I feel like this usually comes out as a second item.
Look what FNG has done. He's TP'd down here. They want to go for a kill into Mastery. And are they going to bring Limp over? All they have to worry about is the TP. Oh, they're even going to bring in the Slark. All right.
Oh, that's going to make this nice and easy. A pounce into a curse, into a remnant. My word, Mastery's dead.
Dire's bottom tower.
It doesn't look like any punish anywhere else. The only thing is Eknart might get the top rune here, and no, it's going to be the bottom, so they'll just deny it with the tree.
Dire's middle tower.
And into the tower push. So this is like the first real damage onto the tower here. They're taking their time getting back, too. FNG also smoked, has some wards, so he's going to try and put some focus on this mid lane, it looks like. How's our Luna doing? Not too hot. Still got the same gap with the Slark. Of course, you know, only level 5, so not really going to start ramping up anytime soon. Does she have stacks ready? Nope. If she did, the Prophet's already taken them. Oh, now we're talking though. The mango tree.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, hell yeah.
I love mango tree.
What's your ideal spot for the mango tree?
Base. I just like base.
Play around vision?
No,
you just go for
the mangoes are just way too good right now. It feels like I can't afford to lose that tree.
Oh, FNG. That's going to be a duel for Mastery. But Trent, if you put it next to the Roche pit, it gives you clear vision into the pit.
That's true. But the mangoes. Having just like 3 mangoes in your backpack at all times is crazy when you leave that base.
Yeah, but not many things can see over the Roche wall.
That is true. But they will kill it.
Oh, Eknart going in pretty deep. Actually gets stunned up. It's James on the back now that's getting chased by Limp and will probably be the first to fall. Maybe not. Finally bring him down. Now Smiling Knight comes in. Limp and Hanskin both go down.
How did Eknart get out?
I have no idea.
I actually don't know. I just left him for dead. I was like, all right, he's just gonna die.
Me too. I went right back over and said, okay, what's gonna happen on the other side of this fight? Now they get FNG set up an easy duel. That's now plus 20.
You know what it is? Look at
Sieging
S4.
Commander.
It's because he's playing the Dazzle, so he's going straight Necro, and he doesn't invest in any move speed. So you have Boots and Windlace on the clock, so he's got a 75 MS advantage before he gets slowed.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Now he's
Not
at
even
405. Now he's 100
S4.
MS.
Wow.
He just straight up ran away. As long as you can create that little bit of a gap to get out the cogs, you can pretty much live versus anyone, right?
Is under attack.
You are right.
And meanwhile, in the bottom lane, though, they did win that top fight, but Liquipedia going to get the whole lane and tower to himself. So he is keeping that same gap ahead of the Luna, but the Nature's Prophet well on his way here. 600 gold up on Lightless. That is going to be a very early Orchid. Something for Liquipedia to worry about.
And Nico Baby going first item defusal. We'll have that pretty quick.
I was wondering, I think Smiling Knight's holding points right now. Because he's like, am I just farming? I think I'm farming right now. And yeah, he's going to take the glaives.
The Luna Classic. Oh, we've talked about this a number of times. We've all seen games where it goes both ways, where you can live or die by the moon glaives. Same with the Lucent Beam.
Mastery being very annoying up here, though. Now bringing his bottom lane presence to the top and wants to just kind of play in this whole area and interrupt this free farm for Hanskin. Hanskin has one goal over the next 10 minutes, right? It's get Blink. I want the safest farm on the map for myself to get Blink. And that is a nice advantage of the Slark, because Slark is a position 1 that can farm in more dangerous spots on the map. So a lot of position 1s, you know, if you have a Spectre this game, Spectre's the one farming up here, right?
Yep.
But you're getting this important
Look at Nico
space.
Baby right now. You weren't kidding, bud.
Yeah.
He just walks through the enemy jungle, walks right in front of the outpost. You don't care.
Now, if you're the Radiant, you really want to kill Shaker, because everyone knows what he's doing all the time. So you just want to kill this guy over and over, make him free food, but they don't have the Blink quite yet on Masteries. He's getting a little bit chased down here. Now, when you are a Core Dazzle Pioneer, you used to often talk about the Helm of the Dominator with the poison, because it keeps stacking. And it works the same way with the Necro. So you can throw the poison on someone and keep right-clicking them and keep that poison active. Unless it's Legion Commander. She just purges that shit right off. See ya. Or as LD would say, see you later, nerds. I love how much that one gets spammed, by the way. Big fan.
Good one. Press the attack. Yep, very effective against Dazzle.
Another one of those little trade-offs as you kind of, you know, Axe and Dazzle, I think, is discussed a lot as a, like, kind of I counter you, you counter me situation. Ooh, that hurts. Nice leap there from Nico Baby to dodge the hook shot in the bottom lane.
Always love it when the position 1's just making space for himself.
Yeah.
You know? No worry, guys. Just dodging hook shots. I'm cool.
But, yeah, you know, you talk about Gray versus the duel. Obviously very good, but Dazzle in this core role really relies on that poison damage. Yeah. And you just completely negated his Legion. Even if you weren't in the lane together, it lets you still play in this, like, more enemy territory situation than a lot of heroes could. And actually going to come mid for the smoke with the Blink Dagger. So we're looking for another dual kill. Already up to 30 damage right now. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, 13 minutes.
That's 13 minutes, you know. It's better than most of the Legions I see.
Tower is under attack.
Looking for another. FNG might be the target. FNG's also only level 5.
They see that Observer.
13 minutes.
He's very tempting. Mastery wants a big hero, though. He goes in for the Ember.
This is a big one indeed. They're going to turn on the Mastery. That's going to be some damage onto Limp. And now Smiling Knight might be the one in trouble. Eknar does hook shot in. Smiling Knight will fall. Empire biting off more than they could chew with this one. They lose 3.
Oh, man. That's one of those echo slams that you get where you're just, you know, like, oh, I don't even have Blink and I got that off. Like, he did the most damage in that fight.
The instructions are fortified.
Yeah. Did not do the math.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
No point in Grave either on S4 at level 8.
Middle tower has fallen.
I mean, I don't disagree with that. I don't really think
with
there's
the
much
core
point.
Dazzle. I don't know. I think sometimes you can make an argument for the value point just so it's there, but on core Dazzle it's just a totally different can of worms. James gonna get caught by Nico Baby. Okay, it's another pick for Alliance. It's basically a 4 for nil now. Not quite the same fight, but an extension of it.
That was quite the bite back here from Alliance now. A dangerous situation they've got themselves in. This is where this game is going to start looking like Lightless is going to start pulling way ahead. And he'll be like the one guy in his team with a ton of farm if they keep closing up the space for Smiling Knight. Now, right now, he does have some stacks, though, so he's actually keeping up better than you might think, considering they've lost this whole bottom part of his jungle. But this is going to be a Luna with virtually no access to Ancients, it looks like.
Yeah. Alliance will be pretty focused on holding the eastern side of the map, maintain both ancient camps. Being the merits of the Necro book here, specifically on the Dazzle. Of course, not only able to tank neutrals, but with Dazzle, you've got someone else to use Shadow Wave on. Particularly good for farming on Dazzle.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And they're getting a lot of pressure on that bottom tower. They're just cutting it with the Necro, and that's with a Siege Wave, too. So they gotta really make something happen up here for Empire for this to be worth it. For now, it's just kind of controlling space, maybe hoping to take down that tier 1, but Alliance aren't ready for it.
Well, pressuring the tier 2 up top. They've got a siege creep with the Prophet.
Dire's top tower.
Yeah, it looks like they might be able to just kind of hold that same territory that they're doing on the bottom lane. We might just get a trade here. But Nico may be a little bit slower than Prophet and his friends, so they could also make a return down bottom. Now you have to decide as Alliance, do we want to try and like contest this? They throw a flare down now from Empire and show that no one else is really sticking around that bottom tower. So yeah, favorable trade for Empire.
Under attack.
Now they're going to smoke back and towards their own territory here. They want the Luna to join them.
Admiral. Admiral.
I wonder if the Luna DC'd or something. Legion just drew a line here and said, let's go. And then they paused. Yo, where's my reason? Give me reason. Anyway.
Fire squad is looking pretty good, though. Like, overall, it says, you know, only the second game we've seen them so far in this tournament. Second game of the tournament overall, but...
They've definitely been on the grind, right? They had to play in the qualifiers for this too, which was kind of a nice little practice round over the past week, where they've been playing against, you know, kind of similar teams, I would say, in terms of like Bait, Con, those kind of rosters. Actually, Con was in the Vulcan Fight Series, but OGC too.
That reminds me. Relevant news. I don't know if you saw this headline, but apparently Na'Vi, they were in this, weren't they?
I know someone's not in it anymore because Bait's now in it. Is that your relevant news?
Yes. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it was Na'Vi. So I was looking for the official. I didn't want to misspeak. Yeah, Na'Vi withdrew because of roster issues. And they have been replaced by Bait. The Bait's, the new lineup. Broken the curse. Dendy, Last Hero, 5-up, and Fishman. Hey, Fishman.
So what's going on here, guys? Shocked that we just had it's not even like all chat or anything. Yellow?
I don't know. I
mean, yellow and blue are drawing on the map here. Who paused? I'm not comfortable with this current situation.
So are you ready for the first Na'Vi versus Bait series?
Yeah, thank you, S4. Hit him with that question mark. Sorry, I'm so busy with this current pause.
Well, we got a new name issue in Dota. We've got Crystal Lies on Na'Vi.
Oh, I see.
Crystal List.
Hold on. I'm not done with this situation. Now, did you notice they both answered the same time? One guy said Windows activation, and the other guy said lag. Huh? Anyone want to put on their detective hats? Sorry, I
don't know, dude.
I'm just having fun.
It's hard to say. You know, the other night I went AFK during my WoW raid and missed the trash to Broodlord. And when I came back, I just told him that my roommate cut his finger with a knife and I had to help him bandage it up. Great lie. They all believed
You just lied?
Yeah, they didn't.
No one would expect that lie. That's a little sociopathic, dude. They just whip out a lie like that.
I mean, what else am I gonna say? Sorry, I was talking to my roommate and eating cereal when I should have been clearing trash. I mean, I had no real excuse. I just lost track of time because I wasn't paying attention. No. Like when you forget to put a sponsor call on the calendar, you know, you get the phone ring. Hello? Oh, of course. I didn't forget.
No. Yeah, I've had a couple of those. The phone rings. Hey, oh yeah, hi. Yeah, nope, sorry, just running a little late. You're like rolling out of bed or something. Because that doesn't happen to me anymore because now I'm up all the time early anyway.
I'd be blaming the kid. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. He took his diaper off. He threw it against the wall and said, it's been crazy over here. Nobody will question baby stuff, dude.
All right, well, we've solved our issue of whether it lag or Windows activation.
Apparently.
We're good to go.
Ready to rock. So, 12 to 10.
Are scattered.
It is Empire with the lead right now, but it's not a big one.
I'll take that.
Sanj and Yasha on the... There's that Blink Dagger on the Earthshaker. So Hanskin's done it. This delicate window, he's taken some of the farm. He's got the big item.
Well, you think they might smoke with that there, champ?
Well, it certainly seems likely. They've also got a mech out on Dazzle.
Has been denied.
And their Witch Doctors hit level 6. So, you know what, bud? I think they are ready to smoke.
I saw Limp had BKBQ'd for a second, unless I'm insane. Which seems like a bit of a... Maybe I misclicked, but either way, he's got the Maelstrom now, which seems a little bit more realistic. FNG, can he kill him?
Feels
1100 HP with no stun? Lightless is going to TV bomb him anyway. Oh, gotta kill those ancients in time. Oh, nice, the fangs.
Poked up mid now. It's on the hunt.
Oh, and the haste rune too. They're gonna leave it.
There's going to be double ruined here. He's got the DD.
Oh, someone's coming for it.
Hello, James. You're still tethered in the Shadow Realm, James.
Nothing like a good old rune bait. Well done. Unfortunate that it wasn't the Luna. As she was also in the neighborhood, but Luna doesn't have time to go get runes when it's only a haste. It's busy hitting creeps. Oh, they're gonna try to catch though, and now the Yule's after the press the attack. Hansen coming with that Blink Dagger. They don't want it though.
A vision, I guess.
Down bottom though, they're gonna catch Lightless. He pops at the blade mail. Oh, nice. He threw the Orchid onto FNG too. The FNG couldn't come in with the paralyzing cask.
Very nice.
Oh, whoa, duel. He was all out of there.
Follow-up gonna be there though. Hook shot in, no dual damage. They're gonna get the kill onto Hanskin though.
That TP was really close to completing.
The small upside for Alliance here is they're not putting more damage onto this LC. Looks like Alliance are overall just happy to get space for Limp and Nico baby. And how's our Luna doing? Still farming middle of the pack, Helm of the Dominator, and a Yasha now into BKB.
She's still a little bit on the come up here. We haven't really discussed one of the more beautiful aspects of Slark as well, in the Vision game, of course. Nothing like getting all your wards dewarded as Liquipedia runs back and just pings that one. Very frustrating hero to play against as a support. The worst thing is there's not really much you can do against it. You can like try and like hide your wards or something, but like sentries are so cheap now. It's not like you can make them miss and be like, oh, well, I guess I just don't have any more sentries. Like, sure, there's a stock limit, but for the most part, unless there's a bunch of invis heroes too, they're not gonna have to worry about that.
Lift comes out.
Radiant's
And
bottom
maybe
tower
just,
is under
it's not really a
attack.
tower exchange. That top tower has been dead. So this is just a free
they have a lot of
tier
heroes
two.
farming right now, though, right? They have all 3 cores hitting creeps at the moment, so...
Radiant's bottom tower.
Man, that was a pretty nasty wrath of nature there.
Dire's top tower.
Now Nico baby wants to go for the satanic.
They're all under a ward here right now. This is a very good looking fight for Alliance. That's why they're trying to force this, but nice blink from Mastery. Oh, I heard an Echo Slam as well in the mid lane, though. Hanskin, once that Curse Crown was thrown on the limp, Hanskin went in. And basically got a solo kill. It was 180 damage from Limp, and the rest was all Hanskin.
Maybe hoping for a little more than just a pick on the Willow.
Yeah, they were able to at least drive them back, but yeah, I'm looking towards Roche before this BKB is done for the Luna. Would be a really nice thing for Alliance, but they don't really have a good way to do Roche because Dazzle's gone for the full Greaves. So, and those are done, I believe. I think the boosters coming out. They don't have a lot of minus armor other than the Dazzle.
Greaves will help quite a bit, though. Ulti.
Yeah, the right click's not terrible either, so they can get it done.
It's kind of a cool build that Nico Baby's going for here. It's a very combative Slark. This guy is ready to fight, ready to trade right clicks.
Yeah, the Orchid is like still kind of scary, but he has 2,000 HP, so he's just gonna try and carry himself through that with the status resistance.
And you have a Dazzle, so
yeah.
Like at this point, he's got 4 points in Shallow Grave. Both from Empire attempted, but not going to yield anything.
And they went like way around and then back. Couldn't really find the jump that they were hoping for here. Stalling out a little bit here. Sure, they're buying time for their Luna, but Smiling Knight's not getting like complete free farm here. You know, he has to kind of wander around a little bit to find camps. Starting to lose some towers for free here. Just another one going to drop, and more territory towards the Roche pit being taken away now from Alliance.
Prophet trying to split push, get that tier 1 in the bottom lane. Will be successful there. Up back towards mid. Do you have a glyph available?
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
They have now invested a lot of vision up here, though. I don't really like this. Like, Alliance just came in, dropped this ward, and now they just left. These wards are just gonna die. I mean, this ward's already
This
slotted.
one's next to a sentry right here.
Yeah, this one's gone.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Sort of, if you want to put that vision down, you probably want to hold that territory a bit more. Gonna come back in. This ward actually stays standing.
Never had a chance.
Bliss makes it out. Okay. That was a weird movement.
Yeah, well, they like kind of fell back and then they just ran back in, not even
It
smoked.
was almost like they had that moment of recognition, like, oh shit, why didn't we just hold that high ground? We had the vision. Like that's the trap. This is that spot where you just sit here.
They almost got like
the
kind of
vision.
greedy because the camps were all dead. They like went back to farm their turf first.
Radiant's top tower.
And now it feels like this is kind of good for Empire over the past like 2 minutes, right? Like they've just been running around bottom and Luna's actually farming, whereas Alliance, at least now they are moving into this top tower. And I'd like to see him just go right back from the mid tower again too.
Dire's middle tower is under
And all this space has let Luna get that BKB, so she is ready to turn up to a team fight if need be. A Glyph gets forced out by the Radiant.
under attack.
Lightless doing a good job. He's putting pressure on this tier 2. Trying to split pressure. Mastery up top, just in case somebody TP's back. They're ready for the catch.
I think it's been a while since we had a kill.
Radiant's top
Has
tower
been.
has fallen.
This game started like a bloodbath, and now the mid game has been suspiciously quiet. Now they want Lightless. Oh, Onskin sets it up with a fissure, a blink, a dunk. Nico Baby, that's the BKB though. I don't think they have the right clicks.
Has been killed.
All right. Well, 10-second BKB down on the Prophet.
That's pretty good use for it though.
Yep. But alas, he lives.
Limp has really fallen off though. He's like behind S4. Like he's been working on this Maelstrom forever and finally gets it. Putting a lot of the lane gold into their Slark. Not a lot of it being seen by Limp this game.
You're right though, about the last, what, 5 minutes or so has really benefited Empire.
Oh, couldn't grab it. Now he wants to chase with the Yules.
There's a Willow nearby and blocked out, but other side of the fissure.
Oh, just got him with the Terrorize. I thought he was outside the range because Hoskin saw it coming too. He tried to make the space.
Smoke up from Alliance. Get aggressive here, but will they be able to find much? Smoking towards the mid lane.
Oh, that's juicy. 10-second BKB though, so they need the initiation from Hanskin. And he doesn't have the Echo Slam, so I don't know. I don't think this is doable.
No either. That would pretty much be the end of the smoke.
This is good though. The creeps are coming. They could either just like try and force mid and bring them all back, or they can go smoke back into their own jungle right now.
Walk back into their own. There's the Satanic out on Slark. And 27 minutes, now neutral items, tier 3.
Up top, they're gonna go for the jump on the limp, but they can't grab it in time.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Will end up just being a tier 2 mid for Alliance.
So they've kind of traded gold on the Luna for map control and pressure, as they're not gonna TP back. Limp's gonna find Lightless, but he has that BKB TP again. And he used it nice and early and get out of there.
Reason to take any risk there?
Do you think Nico maybe will switch up? Yep, I was just about to say. He had the Scotty selected, and I was like, I think he's going to switch to that Basher, because that's just getting way too annoying, and the Luna has one. Instantly makes the switch.
James up top. Doesn't time it quite right, and they get a little window to use that Yules.
Down bottom, they found him again, and they know he has no BKB right now.
Witch Doctor ulti as well. Lightless definitely going down this time. That'll be Nico baby that gets the shutdown gold. A big bounty. 558 for that kid.
Pretty dangerous spot to be without the... I guess they did like kind of smoke and set that up, but considering what was happening top, I guess he thought that more heroes would be there. All right, now is this enough to go Roche? I feel like they should be Roshing right now.
The rune of invisibility.
Have any minus armor?
Yeah, they have the medallion and they have Dazzle.
Oh, there it is.
Dazzle.
Okay, he does have a medallion now. Well, just Dazzle in the pit for now. Nico, baby,
Tier?
the hook shot.
Tier?
Now Eknart's in trouble. I think he's just going to go down.
As far as it's fighting, bro. Yo, guys.
We're losing the duel here in the pit.
Guys,
I know I have the medallion, but it's still pretty hard. All right, Nico, baby, and Limp come in, and now this will be nice and easy.
yeah, we got Blightstone.
Look at that, dude. 25-second cooldown on Guardian Green. And he's not even level 18 yet.
Wowzers. Oh, that's right. He got it.
Wow, what a snatch. I mean, so is this worth it? You're guaranteed to die here. You do snatch the Aegis. Is it worth your death to throw the Aegis away like that right away? He's going to be cheeky with spider legs, but there's no getting.
I got a little excited.
Yeah, there's. I'm always torn on those plays. Like
It definitely depends on the enemy heroes, I think. I think in this case, it might have been worth it. I think Slark with Aegis would have been a pretty humongous problem. So, yeah, I'm going to go with that was worth. If it was like the Prophet, their most valuable hero, I would say probably not worth. When it's a hero that's worth half as much, probably worth. Oh, the water! The river's gone! Good thing there's no Flyer out here.
They dried it up?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Those poor flowers.
You know, I had a game like that yesterday because I was playing Night Stalker versus Phoenix and Luna. I felt like I was going insane. I'd pop my ulti sometimes. Sometimes I just got my bonuses out of nowhere when the Luna's ulting people on the other side of the map. And sometimes I just lose them because I had a Phoenix on the enemy team. It wasn't that much fun. I actually lived in a gank because the Luna was solo killing someone on the other side of the map with her ulti, and it saved my life versus 3 of her heroes because I suddenly got my movement speed bonus. That one was pretty good.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. Unfortunately, not dope for Hotskin.
Oh.
He's going to go down.
Okay. And maybe looking for more. Mastery and Limp going at it. There's the Yules. All right, he jumps away. And on the other side, Nico Baby goes in on the Lightless. I feel like a great fight for Alliance. Nico Baby trying to do what he can to the front lines. Now it's James that's going to go down. Makes it a 1-for-1. Empire on the retreat. Still on the aggressive.
They really want to burn this BKB.
Goes in onto the Luna. Nico Baby not going to win this duel. There is the Dazzle to back him up. Mastery jumps out of the base. He gets bashed. He's going to go down next. Ends up working out well for Alliance, though felt risky.
And Limp is, Nico Baby's gone all in on status resistance, right? Like, he doesn't actually have a way to just straight up get rid of the silence. He has to just wait it out every single time. Now, mind you, he is SNY and Satanic, so 44% reduction is a pretty big deal.
Yep.
But you can see in that moment that if there wasn't a grave there, he could have been in trouble.
That's a tier 3 Alliance on the high ground. Very small net worth edge, but no LC. She does have a buyback. Not going to use it. At least not yet.
Oh, there's one dash
fall. BKB comes out. Luna has to survive. Nico Baby in pretty far. Does get the clockwork. That's the buyback now on Mastery. Buyback on the clockwork, but they get S4. They've already got the Ember. Now they get the Witch Doctor. Alliance taking heavy losses here. Nico Baby on the run. Hook shot. Gonna get stunned by the Curse Crown. No. Gets the Dark Pack just in time. Slark going to be a hard kill to finish off.
Look how low Mastery is. Oh, the blink!
Meanwhile, on the top side, they will find Hanskin. And that'll be 4 down on the side of Alliance. Remember, it did cost them 2 buybacks on the side of Empire.
Still, though. I mean, that's pretty good. Considering the situation they were in, I'm going to call that pretty worth it. And you know, Nico Baby couldn't just throw his life away with an Aegis in that fight because of that earlier snatch from Mastery.
It did change the way that Alliance had to play that fight. Was a bit of a heartbreaker for the LC, though. I think he was in single digits of respawn when he bought back.
He's also in single digits of HP when he blinked away from Slark. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. It's all right.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think worth it to use the buyback. It's just, it's a rough moment when you know you're going to be up in 5 seconds and you still burn the gold anyway.
Well,
what are you doing with this Demon Edge down here?
What?
Oh, MKB. Okay. Prophet as an MKB.
All right.
And he's very excited about it. Yeah, he hits pretty darn hard. AC, MKB.
Yeah. Yeah, he really does.
And an Orchid.
Man, look how much armor he has, too. Jeez, 52?
That is a lot of armor. Wow, that's a 79% physical resistance. Jesus. I mean, it makes sense. He's got insane agi game, but...
Wait, it's only 77 when he's not near the towers, so it's not that good.
Oh.
Spider legs and quiver. I'll pick up here. They got a double neutral item bounty, and they're gonna smoke up inside of Alliance. And they're gonna run into a smoke top. Team of Empire. Oh, it's a clash! Everyone just backs away. Panic!
Hook shot. I heard it.
Witch Doctor.
See it. There it is. They'll find the Witch Doctor. FNG survives a little longer than planned, but does go down. I think they're going to trade Egnard. Lightless on the other side eats the dunk by himself, but they do get the duel onto Dazzle. That's a kill. And now Nico Baby.
I don't think he's the damage.
Onto the Prophet. Ulti from the Luna. Doesn't really do that much, but the Slark kind of low on options. James dies down on the low ground. Now Nico Baby has to run, does not have the ult, no more cooldowns available, but they can't quite grab onto him. He regens fast in the fog.
Man, that was
pretty
sneaky.
much just supports an S4 going down. Oh, Mastery blinks just in time as Hanskin blinks up.
Man, he is so tricky with those spider legs.
That was a wild fight.
They, you could see that Nico Baby went on the Prophet and he just couldn't kill him.
He wasn't even close.
No. I'd like to start TPing out, and he's like, oh, you know, I'm kind of fine here, actually.
We see this time and time again with the Prophet. And some of it is the item builds where you get the early blade mail. We've seen Prophets do this like blade mail mech. But that same kind of thing where you can just TP into the back line and you think, oh, what's he doing? Then you watch the fight unfold and go, huh, he's not dying. Like he tanked that entire Echo, just stood there and killed the Dazzle, and then just stood there and tanked the Slark.
Yeah, that was pretty much the best case scenario start like for Empire. The only downside is that they hooked the Witch Doctor, like probably could have been a better hero like the Shaker or something, but they got the duel onto the Dazzle, which is really big because they've kind of been starting to rely on S4 a little bit in these fights.
Lincolns.
Man, we got some boss battles going on here though, because soon Smiling Knight's gonna be pretty much up to the same items. You know, there's some obvious differences, I guess, but we're getting close to the Satanic as well for Smiling Knight.
Already has the butterfly.
Yeah. Oh, look at that 3-hero root. James, please.
Timeless Relic. We're now 37, so tier 4 items.
Oh shit! Look at those. 25% debuff, but who got that? Dire? Oh no, Radiant did. Ooh.
That was for Radiant.
That seems
not
pretty
amazing.
good for Willow though. Oh, she's got the telescope though. Hook shot in.
Oh, and now the counter play.
They just have
Awkward
missile
slow.
block though.
But Eknard actually going to survive. Now Luna pops gold on the backside. FNG goes down first. Nico Baby does find that kill that he started with, but had to use Shadow Dance. Now Ember's here. Lip is just getting destroyed. Able to remnant to the low ground, but Lightless is there with the right clicks. It's a 1 for 3. Explosive fight that does not end well for Alliance.
And now they're chasing still on the Nico Baby. They have the Orchid, but he times the Dark Pack. Now he goes to the TP. And he's not gonna get out. I don't know. Nico Baby's decision in these fights, he's like hopping into the cogs, trying to save FNG in the previous fight, and now he's Abyssal Blading onto the Clockwork after he's already hookshot and cast everything else. And the guy has Ghost Scepter?
Yeah,
Feels like his targeting is a little lacking at the moment for what they need.
that Abyssal was pretty surprising. I don't have a good explanation for it.
Oh, they had to...
It's like he didn't even kill the clock right away either. The clock survived and then ended up being the only target he could stick on, so he did kill him, but... Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, well, now they're going to get the Aegis for reals this time. As they will put that onto the Luna, and wow, they don't even reward mastery with the cheese. They have to give it to the good hero, the Nature's Prophet.
This just exploded. Like, look at that gold graph. This was a very even game.
Yeah.
And not that long ago, like less than 10 minutes, Alliance were starting to trade favorably and start to move into the lead. And now it's an 11K net worth favor, a 15,000 experience favor. Another Satanic up now on the Prophet. Prophet also the first hero to hit level 25. Luna nipping at his heels. I'm a little nervous for Alliance right now.
Yeah, Nico Baby is, I saw him considering the MKB, but yeah, I think he's in that territory again. He just has to get the Rapier and be like, okay, look, I'm relatively unkillable. I just need to kill Luna. Or Prophet. Right. Either one I can do that. Oh, they're walking high ground blind.
And Smiling Knight was there waiting and ready, limped down low before the fight's even really begun. LC nice isolated, might go down. Hook shot indeed. The LC survives. They get S4 instead. Lip craved up. He'll be all right, but now FNG gonna fall. Nico Baby joining the party. They've gotten Han skin. That's 3 down now on the side of Alliance. No creeps, so they won't be able to cut through backdoor protection.
They're getting crushed. Again, another game where the Echo Slams just aren't there.
I mean, that fight was just Empire a step ahead. They were invaded the enemy high ground.
They got an illusion cape.
Yeah, that's it's a bummer, but they kind of just want to end this, dude. I mean, Luna, this is where she shines. You just cripple these structures. Tier 4 is down already. Barrick's still standing.
Oh, the
back.
hook missed.
Master on the back, dueling with Limp. And Nico Baby going blow for blow with Lightless, and he is not winning this duel. This Slark looks farmed, but he just doesn't have the damage. Chances Limp goes down, buyback there. They are all focused on Nico Baby though, and now he's on the run. Lightless actually TP's forward. He'll be able to finish off Hanskin. He's now godlike. And although Nico Baby does live, he's unable to really stop this fight the way he wants. Now FNG goes down again.
That is game.
Everyone but Slark just getting ripped apart right now.
Man, they just could not figure that one out.
Wow.
Had a bit of an edge and couldn't quite close it. I mean, again, we kind of point out like the high ground was going to be difficult for sure for Alliance, but it didn't even end up being that much of a scenario. I think they were relying on that Aegis. I mean, that wasn't the end all be all of that snatch, but it